to get the clinch. We are going to get the clinch of the Bundesliga trophy. Harry Kane and Vincent Company are going to win the Bundesliga. It is RB Leipzig against the likes of Bayern Munich. Oh my goodness. Who on this holy earth could have imagined that Vincent Company, upon the relegation which he was having at Brighton, and now he is going to clinch the Bundesliga trophy. It is the watch-along of RB Leipzig against Bayern Munich. This is going to be huge. Bundesliga Round 32 it is, and we will be having the watch-along of RB Leipzig against Bayern Munich at the Bay Arena. But are we going to clinch the Bundesliga with 3 matches in hand? With 3 matches in hand, are we going to win the Bundesliga? Who will win today? RB Leipzig or it is Bayern Leverkusen for the Bundesliga Round 32? It is also the poll which has been pinned over here on the chat. Harry Kane, will he get a trophy? Oh my goodness. This English striker is going to clinch the first trophy. Hell yeah, Bavaria is the first option. Haters still say no is that option, which is also there. You can give your votes on that poll section which has been pinned. Hell yeah, Harry Kane going to win a trophy for this watch along of RB Leipzig against Bayern Munich at the Bay Arena for the Bundesliga Round 32. Is that going to be happening or not? Is that going to be happening or not? Oh my goodness, this is going to be big. This is going to be big. With so many injuries, with so many new managers, with so much of novice players in the squad, it is Bayern who are going to make it the Bundesliga. The douche mister against RB Leipzig for this game in the Bundesliga Round 32. It is going to be a huge one. Are we going to get the taste of the trophy so early? It is red is the color, my boys. Red is the color. Those of you who are watching this, who will win today? Is it the likes of RB Leipzig against Bayern? Is that going to be true? Or it is going to be the reverse? Give your votes on that poll section on the chat which has been pinned, as well as that Q&A which has been provided over there. Give your votes, guys. Give your votes. And let me just share those lineups for today. The lineups are already ready over here. Look at that. The lineups are ready, my boys. It is Bayern who has been with the absence of Harry Kane now. Harry Kane is on a suspension, my boys. Harry Kane is on a suspension. Harry Kane is on a suspension. He is not going to be, but it is the likes of those talks which is happening on the background that it is Florian Wirtz. Wirtz is going to be coming. Wirtz, is it that? Just imagine this lineup if we are having. Just imagine what that is going to be. Just imagine, guys. Just imagine if we are going to get this lineup. Just imagine, are we going to get this lineup? Is it the likes of Florian Wirtz? It is the likes of Musiala? Is it the likes of Olise? Is that going to be happening or not? My goodness, I am just out of my mind. I am just out of my mind. Is that going to be happening or not? Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. Is it going to be Bayern Munich who are going to be winning that? Or it is the likes of Leipzig? Because this watch along is for the Bundesliga Round 32. And so early to this, are we going to get the Bundesliga back to where it belongs? Are we going to get the Bundesliga where it belongs? Give your votes. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. And do also share those things that is Florian Wirtz going to be coming to Bayern? Is Florian Wirtz going to be coming to Bayern? My goodness, that will be a big one. That will be a big one in this Bundesliga Round 32. Just 20 minutes left for this game to begin. And is that thing going to be true? Is that thing going to be true? How are we making this happen? Just look at this. Is Musiala, is Wirtz, is Olise, are they going to be coming to Bayern? Are they going to be coming to Bayern? This is going huge, my boys. This is going huge. We want the Bundesliga. We want the Bundesliga, and we want Florian Wirtz to be coming into the squad. We want Florian Wirtz to be coming into the squad. Those of you who are watching is give your votes, guys. Give your votes. We will have the predictions of this game, and after that we will be having the watch along of this Bundesliga Round 32 RB Leipzig against Bayern Munich at the Arena. Those of you who are watching, give your votes, guys. Give your votes. And let me just share those ticket links. If you're from the continent, you can watch it on the Sony Live platform. And if you are not going to afford that, we are going to share those ticket links. Just give me that time to share that on our social media platforms. Give us those time, boys. Give us those time. We will be making the predictions of it as well as the likes of the watch along we will be having at. But this is the birthday of Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz is having that birthday for today. Eric Dyer is the man who is moving on. But let me just share that thing. One more thing, it is that birthday of Florian Wirtz we are going to be celebrating. On this birthday of Florian Wirtz, are we going to get that good aspect that Florian Wirtz is going to be coming to Bayern or not? Give me those time for making those things happening. Give me those time. Let me just check that. Let me just check that. It is the birthday of Florian Wirtz. We are going to be celebrating that as well. German football, the Demon Shaft are having that birthday of Florian Wirtz to be coming. And we are going to be making that. We are going to be making that. But today, can we confirm the transfer which is going to be happening? Florian Wirtz, is he going to be incoming? This is the lineups of Bayern so far. This is the lineups for Bayern so far for today. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, will we win today? Give your votes on those chat which has been pinned. Give your votes. Give your votes. Oh my goodness, we have got those votes. We have got those votes. Look at that. It is 100% votes which is saying that hell yeah, Bavaria are going to change the trophy tonight. And do we have those good news that it is the likes of Florian Wirtz? Is he really going to coming to Bayern? Is Florian Wirtz really going to be coming to Bayern? That is also the another aspect. But on the other hand, the lineups, we are also having the likes of Leipzig over here. Leipzig under the likes of Mr. Loh Zoltlo, their new manager. They be able to making that? Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. Will Harry Kane get the trophy? Will the likes of Harry Kane be getting his trophy? Give your votes. There are so many questions. Harry Kane going to win the Bundesliga, going to win the first big domestic trophy of his career, that too at the Bavaria. Hell yeah, give your votes. And haters who are still saying that no, it is not going to happen, give your votes for that as well. Give your votes for that as well. Haters still saying that Harry Kane not going to win the first domestic trophy as also being able to give their votes. But yes, it is those 100% votes we have got. Hell yeah, hell yeah. We are going to win this, my boy. We are going to win this. We still have those 17 minutes left for this game to begin. We will be having the predictions of this with the lineups of both Bayern and Leipzig we are having on the watch. We are having the lineups of both Leipzig and Bayern over here. We will be having the watch along of Bundesliga Round 32 and we will be making those predictions. Give your votes. Harry Kane will get a trophy. Hell yeah, Bavaria. Will Florian Wirtz be coming to Bayern? Hell yeah, Bavaria. And haters who are saying that it is going to be a no, give your votes for no as well. What will we watching for this game? What will we watching for this game? Give your votes, guys. Give your votes. We are waiting for that big votes of yours. The lineups are also here. We will be having the predictions of that as well. Lineups are over here. We will be having those predictions as well. Give your votes. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. What is that? We are Germans, fan club Bayern Munich, Germany football fans, Rot-Wit, Blut-Wit, die Schiene, die Stars. Do you, Mr. are going to win this or not? Give your votes, guys. Give your votes. My goodness. This is going to be big. This is going to be big. This is going to be big. Are we going to clinch the trophy with Harry Kane? Will we be getting Florian Wirtz upcoming next season? So many questions are there. So many questions are there. Give your votes. But the likes of, it is the likes of Florian Wirtz, it is the likes of Olise, is it the likes of Harry Kane? They are going to be staying the next season. That is also the big aspect we are going to be watching. Will we be getting those? This is the birthday, 3rd of May. This is the birthday of Florian Wirtz, and will we be getting that big announcement that Wirtz is going to be coming to Bayern or not? Give your votes, guys. Give your votes. Those of you who are watching this, Harry Kane, will he win that big trophy? Just imagine if this fourth pair, it is the likes of Musiala, Florian Wirtz, Olise, Harry Kane. Are they going to be coming in? Are they going to be coming in? Give your votes, those of you who are watching this. My goodness, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It is those big rumors which is spreading. And is it the likes of Florian Wirtz going to be coming or not? Give your votes. Give your votes. Those of you who are watching this, we will be having the predictions of this game as well. The likes of Bayern Munich with this lineup, are we going to be making that big or not? Those of you who are watching it, give your votes, guys. We will be having the predictions of this game. Toni Kroos has got that influence over Florian Wirtz. It is also the factor which is working, but will the likes of Florian Wirtz, will he be coming to Bayern or not? We have the lineups of both the teams available. Still 13 more minutes to go for this big game to begin. Still it is 13 more minutes which is left for this game to begin. And to add more to that, will this lineup, will we be having Florian Wirtz coming into Bayern for the next season? Will we be having Florian Wirtz coming to Bayern next season? We want that happen. We want that happen. It is the birthday of Florian Wirtz, and we want that thing to be happen. We want that thing to be happen. We want Florian Wirtz in the squad. Look at that. If this thing is going to be happening, just imagine if this thing is going to be happening. Will Harry Kane get the first trophy? It is those poll which has been pinned. It is those poll which has been pinned on the chat. Will we be making that? Will we be making that? Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching, will Harry Kane get the first trophy? Will Florian Wirtz be coming to Bayern? Will Vincent Kompany win the first ever trophy as his managerial aspect? Oh my goodness. Give your votes, guys. Give your votes. Will we be having that or not? Will we be having that or not? Give your votes. Will Harry Kane be coming to Bayern? Will it be Florian Wirtz making that big? We want Florian Wirtz to be incoming, boys. We want Florian Wirtz to be incoming. We need those big transfers to be happening. Whatever it takes, we like the ones of Wirtz, Zala, Musiala, plus the likes of Wirtz. We want that Wirtz, Zala. It is that big Godzilla we want. It is that demon shaft. Nagelsmann is having Florian Wirtz, but we also want the likes of Florian Wirtz to be incoming. We also want the likes of Florian Wirtz to be incoming. Give your votes. Those of you who are from the continent, they can watch this game between Leipzig and Bayern at the Bay Arena. It is going to be on the Sony Live application, but if you are from the continent, you can get our social media links from the video description, from the channel description. The match links have been shared. The match links have been shared. But are we going to be making that? Are we going to be making that? Will we get the likes of Bambi Musiala? Will we get the likes of Jamal Musiala and the likes of Weeds? That is the Weed Salah. Is it going to be coming to Bayern? Give your votes, guys. Give your votes. Who will win today? Harry Kane? Will he get a trophy? Hell yeah, Bavaria. Haters are still saying no. Will Vincent Kompany get the big trophy of him? Is that going to be true? So many questions are still on the mind of the Bayern fans, but Vincent Kompany is still proving that he has got that big winning mentality, and the first time he is going to win that big trophy of his career. My goodness, we want Florian Wirtz to be incoming, my boys. We want it anyhow. Make it happen, make it happen, make it happen. We want Bambi, we want Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz is having his big birthday for today. It is that happy birthday to Florian Wirtz. And we want that big transfer of Florian Wirtz to be incoming at Bayern. We want that happen, my big boy. We want that big thing to be happen. We want Florian Wirtz to be coming to Bayern. This is the thing which we want. Anyhow, whatever it takes, whichever way it takes, we have to get Florian Wirtz at Bayern. That is what we need to be doing. That is what we need to be doing. Whatever it takes, we need to have Florian Wirtz to be incoming at Bayern. We will be making the predictions of Leipzig against Bayern. We are going to clinch the trophy. The Bundesliga is going to be coming home for the record. Mister, is this game Harry Kane? Will he get a trophy or not? It is also those voting session which has been pinned. But now we will be making the predictions of that. Look at that. Vincent Kompany still has got that aging. Harry Kane is not there. He is on a suspension. My goodness, Harry Kane is suspended. Bambi Jamal Musiala is on hamstring injury. Bookman is on an injury. Hiroki Ito, what a transfer we had. Hiroki Ito not available. Upamecano not available. Davis not available. Rafael Guerrero has also gone into those injuries. Min Jae Kim has also got those injuries. Why Min Jae Kim wasn't making those statements, I really don't know. The big fixtures of the UEFA Champions League, we have played 2 more matches which were scheduled, and the next season we are going to be playing those FIFA World Cup as well. And if this thing is not going to happen, we need those reinforcements. But look at the lineup. It is Olise on the right wings. That man is only stable because he is playing the first season at the Bundesliga. He hasn't got those injuries. We are lucky that Mikel Olise hasn't got those injuries. Harry Kane not available. It is Gnabry, and Thomas Muller, the legend, will be playing his 501 games. My goodness. Now it is Vincent Kompany who is sticking with Thomas Muller. Joshua Kimmich and Pavlovic. Joshua Kimmich has been time and again compromising with the mid-pitch because he wants some sort of players. It was the likes of Vidal which he wants. It is the likes of a mid-pitch player where he wants. Kimmich needs some sort of mid-pitch players who can advance it high up. That is what the deficiency Kimmich will be having. It is Pavlovic who is staying there. Lama on the right backs. Look at the lineups which we are having for Bayern on this. Look at the lineups. It is Stanisic, it is Eric Dyer, it is Sacha Boey, Ubi, the young man. It is Manuel Neuer who is also back on the squad. Manuel Neuer is also back on the squad. But that legendary man has done a big service for Bayern. That legendary Manuel Neuer has given those big services for Bayern. It is for him to say adieu, goodbye, but then also his services will be remembered long. It is Thomas Muller and Manuel Neuer, both of them will be getting those exits. If Manuel Neuer is going to be staying at Bayern, it will be a big one. Yes, according to the talks, it is confirmed that Manuel Neuer is staying. But the overall transition of the team on the goalkeeping, Ubik is the man staying in. But will that be the statement? Ubik will be given those big lineups. Stanisic is there on the centre backs with Dyer. Lama is the man. Lama has played those 90 minutes every matches this season. Most of the matches he has played. Vincent Company has to get those reinforcements. And in all these, we want the reinforcements of Freddy and Beats. We need a good centre back who can give that edge to Kim Min-jae. Kim Min-jae, whether he is going to be staying at Bayern or not the next season, but Eric Dyer is the man. He is not staying. Eric Dyer, his statement has been made clear that he is not going to stay at Bayern. But with Kim Min-jae also on those relieving duties, I think that is the time where we need a centre back also to be upcoming. We need a centre back also because Eric Dyer is leaving. Kim Min-jae, it is the likes of Stanisic, it is the likes of Upamecano. What all? We need a centre back. We need a centre back. We need those wing forwards, and amongst those, we need those recruitment of Florian Wirtz to be incoming. But looking at the injuries of Leipzig as well, look at that. It is Zsolt Loh, who has been the assistant of Thomas Tuchel. He was at Paris Saint-Germain assisting him. He was at Chelsea assisting him. Thomas Tuchel's assistant, it is Zsolt Loh, who is there. This Hungarian manager has taken over the reins of Leipzig, and it is the likes of Marco Rose who is not available, and Leipzig has handed over their responsibility to Zsolt Loh. But it is again, Simons is the man in the Bundesliga, but Simons from PSG at Leipzig, will he be making those moves to Bayern or not? It will also be the factor, but Simons is that player who is getting those injuries this season. But look at the lineups of Leipzig. It is Openda, it is Sesko. Give your votes. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. Harry Kane will get a trophy. Hell yeah, Bavaria. Haters still saying no. And there is also a Q&A over for the chat. Who will win today? RB Leipzig versus Bayern Munich, Bundesliga Round 32. And by winning this game, are we going to clinch the Bundesliga trophy? Because still on the fixtures, we have the likes of Borussia Mönchengladbach and it is the likes of Hoffenheim. Red is the color, my boys. Red is the color. In the Premier League, it is Liverpool, the red, which is dominant. In the Serie A, it is the likes of Napoli and Inter. The fight is going on. In the La Liga, it is Barcelona who is about to get that if and unless and until Real Madrid are going to make some mishaps. In the French League, it is PSG. In the Liga Portugal, it is Sporting CP who are going to make that. But how is that going to be? On the Turkish league, it is the likes of Galatasaray who are making that. But in the Bundesliga, can we get this by just blocking this game against Leipzig? Are we going to make that? Are we going to make that? But looking at the lineups of this, Haidara is the man on the defensive mid-page for Leipzig who is be there. Silwald is there. Campbell is the man has been chosen. Baku hasn't been chosen on the right mid-page. But Sesko is the man who is doing the talking. Sesko this season has got 12 goals for Leipzig. But Harry Kane is the man not available for Bayern. Sesko will be there. He will be adding more goals to that. It is the likes of Lukeba, Rom, Klosterman and the likes of Nordec Klovic on the right backs. Vander Wood is the goalkeeping, but look at those injuries of Leipzig. Gulaxi is, the goalkeeper Peter Gulaxi is injured. He is on a concussion. Benjamin Henrichs is also not there. Will Orban not available. Schalleher is the man also not available. And the likes of Betishabu is on some sort of suspensions from the Bundesliga round. But it is the last third game where we will be having to watch Thomas Muller, our legend, to be playing. We will be watching Thomas Muller to be playing into this game. But let me add more controversies into this. It is the likes of the referee. This man is going to be the referee Felix Zoyer. Will Felix Zoyer, the referee, going to be making this? Will he be adding those worries? Will Felix Zoyer, the referee for today, Leipzig against the likes of Bayern, will he be making that? Will he be making that? Give your votes, those of you who are watching this. Will Felix Zoyer, the referee on the pitch, will he be making that? According to our predictions, this game is going to be a big win for Bayern, because looking at the first fixture of Bundesliga, where Bayern were up against Leipzig, it was a 5-1. It was Jamal Musiala Bambi getting that first goal. It was the likes of Lammer, it was the likes of Kimmich, Leroy Sané and Davis, but Jamal Musiala not available for today. It is Alphonso Davies not available for today. Two of those goal scorers which we had for the first leg at home are not available for today's game. How is this game going to be unfolding? Give your votes, guys, give your votes. Will Harry Kane get the trophy for today? Is that going to be happening? Is that going to be happening? But the referee for this game, my goodness, hope he doesn't make any sort of controversies. Felix Zoyer for today's game, hope this man doesn't go any sort of controversies to be happening. The first leg, it was 5-1 for Bayern. Bayern really made that game good. It was a 5-1 victory. Vincent Company making that on the 21st of December 2024 for the first leg at the Alliance Arena. But it was Jamal Musiala Bambi, it was Lammer, it was Joshua Kimmich, it was Leroy Sané, Alphonso Davies. But two of those goal scorers are not available for today. And in that lineup, look at that. Look at that. It was the lineups where we were having Daniel Peretz on the goalkeepings. We have Ubik now. It was Upamecano and Kim. It is now Dyer and Stanisic. Lammer was there on the right backs. Davies was there on the left backs. But only on those last four we are having Lammer. All the other four players are not available, which we were having on the first leg. It was Kimmich and Goretzka, but it is Pavlovic now. It is the likes of Olise Hall who was there. It was Bambi, it was Sane. But for this game, we are having only Lammer, Olise, Kimmich, Sane, four men. Four men were there for this first leg. But for today's game, it is not the case. It is not the case. This is the lineup and the game has begun. Felix Zoyer, the referee on the pitch, has just blown the whistle and the game has begun. Hope this referee is not going to make this game bit critical into that. Hope this referee Felix Zoyer is not going to be making this game bit critical. It is now Leipzig. Cross to man, passes that back. It is some sort of passing which Leipzig is having in their squad. I mean, look at that. Lukeba and Cross to man are staying bit wide. It is their goalkeeper Van der Voort. Salt low. It is partly cloudy. 15 degrees centigrade is the temperature still over there. It is high up. Openda passing that to Xavi Simons on the mid pitch. Leipzig are having the ball. It is to Rom. Rom makes that into the high pitch. Sesko up against Dyer. Dyer has got that clearance. But it is that corner which is going to be incoming in just 1 minute of the game. It is that corner which is going to be incoming. My goodness. The game has started talking, my boys. The stats have started talking. The stats have started talking. The stats have started talking so early into this game. It is a corner for Leipzig inside the box. Oh my God, that is a big miss. Haidara was the man on the nets, so close to Ubik, and it is a big save. Eric Dyer got that block. Look at that. Haidara made that shot, and it is the likes of Ubik making a big save in just 2 minutes of this game. But another corner coming in. Another corner. Rom taking that to the mid-pitch. Clearance, that is. Stanisic this time gets that clearance good enough. My goodness. That was a big opportunity for Haidara to get it into the nets in just 2 minutes. But Jonas Ubik saving that first post. Jonas Ubik making that first post save so good. Jonas Ubik is making that talking at times. I definitely want to say he is conceding some of the goals, but Jonas Ubik is the man. He is making those stats counting in gold. Look at that in just under 3 minutes of the gameplay. It is that one shot, one on target. Leipzig has already got into this game. It is just under 3 minutes. Leipzig has got a shot on target, was so close to the nets, and it is Jonas Ubik who has denied. Look at that, Sacha Boey. He is looking like a demon running on the pitch. Look at that weird hairstyle. Look at that hairstyle from Sacha Boey on the pitch. Oh my goodness, can you believe that? Look at that hairstyle of Sacha Boey. My goodness, I am going crazy looking at him. Sacha Boey is looking like some sort of angel and demon on a mix running on the pitch. Look at that hairstyle of Sacha Boey on the pitch. This man from the likes of the Turkish league is making his presence. My goodness, look at that Sacha Boey. Look at him. Look at his hairstyle. He has got that yellow blonde hair color on his hair, and he has got long hair on him, and he is running that. It is some sort of epic watch at Bavaria. It is some sort of epic watch. Look at that hairline of Sacha Boey. Will he be making that commitment good? Ubik takes that free kick good into his hand. Look at that. Ubik is making his presence look good. Ubik is making his presence look good. It is high up for Leroy Sané. Ubik going that. Block from Haidara on the mid pitch. It is up again, high for Openda. Openda is making his moves against Stanisic inside the box. That is a challenge. Felix Zoya, the referee, asks for the game to continue. Haidara again takes that shot, but no way near the woodwork this time. It is the numbers counting. Leipzig are counting the numbers. Leipzig are counting the numbers. But I'm going crazy with that hairstyle of Sacha Boey on that page. Look at that man, Sacha Boey. Openda was making that move against Stanisic. Stanisic didn't make any tackle, but he was there blocking him for those shots. There was some sort of deflection. Haidara getting that and hitting that, but nowhere near the woodwork. Ubik is doing his job good, but we are not counting that number on the mid pitch. Look at that. It is Xavi Simons staying close to Kimmich on those high attacking mid pitch. He is not allowing that space for Kimmich to be staying up. Xavi Simons has been instructed by Salt Low. Xavi Simons has been instructed by Zolt Low. It is Lammer staying on those left backs. But look at that hairline from Sacha Boey. My God, look at Sacha Boey. Any of the oppositions running beside Sacha Boey will be getting that terror nightmare if he is going to get past him. Look at that hairline, look at that hair color, look at that hairstyle which Sacha Boey is having on the pitch. It is now to Lammer. On the mid pitch, Gnabry is being that odd man out, not getting those moves. 6 minutes 20 seconds on the watch. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching, is it going to be Harry Kane winning the trophy? Give your votes. Yes. Will Leipzig get past Bayern for this game? Because it was in the first leg at the Allianz Arena where we were having those big numbers talking of 5-1, but Bambi is the man not available. Only 4 men who were there in the first leg are available for the second leg. All others are either on an injury or on some sort of suspension. Suspension only for Harry Kane for getting that yellow card up in the previous game. It is Thomas Muller, Leroy Sané on the mid pitch, passing to Pavlovic. Position now building up for Bayern. Stanisic giving that to Dyer. Olise, Sacha Boey, look at him again. Sacha Boey, look at him again. Such a boy, look at him again. It is on the mid pitch. Pavlovic, will he get that? No, it is a pass to Sesko, has got that. Lama is staying high up. Lama is staying high up. My goodness. It is Xavi Simons now passing that. Sesko, will he get that? A big miss from Benjamin Sesko. 12 goals for Bundesliga with RB Leipzig. It was a big one. Xavi Simons, I think that was an offside. Sesko was nevertheless offside into the flags were not raised, but on those VRs, it was definitely going to be offside. It is the speed of Openda, it is the speed of Xavi Simons, where on the mid pitch, Bayern are looking crumbling in making those possessions because Kimmich staying at his position. Look at him. Look at that positioning from Josh Kimmich on the pitch. Zoltlo is seen making those moves for Leipzig good, and Leipzig are making those big. It is a mispass. Gnabry has got that. Will he convert it? He is inside the box. Serge Gnabry. Oh my goodness. How could you miss that, Chef? Chef Gnabry just had that big opportunity talking in. He was inside the box. Some sort of mispass is happening from Leipzig. It is that moment we have to count those numbers. He was having Olise, he was having Sane, he was having Thomas Muller on the pitch, but he denied. Gnabry went on taking that shot instead of making a pass. It is a big mistake which has happened. It is a big mistake which has happened. Thomas Muller guiding that. Stanisic passing that to Pavlovic. Eric Dyer this time. Two of the forwards, Openda and the likes of Sesko, are staying close to Pavlovic and Dyer. It is now Joshua Kimmich going up high for Leroy Sané. Sané gets it into the box to the far post. Such a boy was there. But wait wide for him to collect that ball to get a shot into the nets. Lima this time taking that throw to Joshua Kimmich. It is Stanisic. Look at that. Bayern are not being able to get the position of the ball so good so far in just 10 minutes of the watch. It is a back pass to Ubik. Now to Dyer it goes. Opportunities have been coming. Opportunities have been coming in for both the teams. Opportunities have been coming in for both the teams. But it is that clinical finishing which needs to be happening. 3 shots Leipzig has so far got in just 10 minutes, and it is 2 shots Bayern has got. Both of them have 1 on target so far. 38% by Leipzig possession, 60% close to that of Bayern. Olise has a missed pass against Simons. Simons passing that high up to Sesko. Dyer is the man. Sesko has that shot inside the nets. It was Ubik so high up. It is a big blunder where Eric Dyer has been compromised with his speed. Eric Dyer has been compromised with his speed. Eric Dyer has been compromised by the speed of Benjamin Sesko. Ubik was there. What a cheap way to concede a goal in just 11 minutes of the play. Bayern has conceded. It was going to be happening. It was going to be happening because in the previous leg, it was the likes of Upamecano and Kim. They were fast enough. But in this game, it is Eric Dyer. Eric Dyer is also not going to stay. It is Sané inside the box going in. Serge Gnabry, no, denied. Denied so early in just 11 minutes. Bayern has conceded. Bayern has conceded so early in just 11 minutes. So will Harry Kane still has the opportunity? If this game is going on a draw, and on the other hand, if Leverkusen are also getting a draw, then it is all the way for Bayern to be getting the clinch of the trophy. Now it is a corner coming in. If Bayern are going to get a loss, and if Leverkusen are also getting a loss, then also the trophy is ours. But we need to win this, boys. We need to win this. It is Xavi Simons having some sort of word with the referee Felix Zoyer. But what is that talking? What is that talking? It is some sort of handball which is being taken into account. Leroy Sané hitting that. Will that be a handball coming in? Is that a VR going to be taken? Xavi Simons, the man talking to the referee on the pitch, Felix Zoyer, but no decisions. Zoyer asked for that corner to be taken. It is a corner which is only to be given. Josh Kimmich takes that, a short one. Olise this time missed. Boy, missed. It was creativity which was looking happening from Joshua Kimmich and Olise, but it has been blocked. It has been blocked. It is a throw for Leipzig now. Already it is 15 minutes of the watch. Leipzig has got that 1-goal lead and Bayern has considered it cheap. Bayern has really considered that goal really cheap. No denying the fact, 3 shots Leipzig has got, 2 on target, 1 a goal. It is a big giveaway which happened, and only we can state over here that the speed which Eric Dyer is having, he was being overtaken by the likes of Sesko, who was also high up there, but it has been denied. Stanisic, the man, has to stay deep. It is to Kimmich. On the mid-pitch, Pavlovic gets that. Leipzig are now down in their own half. They have done the work which they needed to be doing. Leipzig at the Bay Arena has done their job so early, so good, and they wanted those counters to be happening with this high defensive lineup of Bayern, and they have got their goal. It is now Rom going to take that throw. It has been deflected. Lama this time getting that. Pavlovic, good one to Lama. Hit that, my boy, hit that. Blocked. That has been blocked. Lama getting some challenges. Look at that. Sacha Boy high up. Look at that hairstyle of Sacha Boy on the page. Look at that hairstyle of Sacha Boy on the page. He is looking like a mixture of Angel and Demon, same on the pitch, running it. Any of those opposition players, if running beside him, will have some sort of big nightmares today coming on in his dream. It is now Leipzig not having the possession because they have done the damage with a 1-goal lead. But will Zolt Loos, new in charge of Leipzig, will he be making that into account good? Because there is a lot of hard work which now Bayern have to do to get it passed into the nets. With the non-availability of Harry Kane, will that be happening? Lama passing that back again to Stanisic. Look at that mid-pitch. Look at that mid-pitch. It is the numbers which is counting. Look at that. Dyer and Kimmich staying so close. It is a missed pass from Kimmich. Haidara has got that block. Thank God. Gnabry counted that number and is back. Olise not being able to make that book has been blocked. It is the likes of Olise who is up high against the likes of Rom. That is the talking which is happening from that part of the pitch. It is Olise against the likes of Rom. It is Leroy Sané who has to get past Klosterman and Nedeljkovic, whereas Serge Gnabry has to find a way with Thomas Muller, with the likes of Lukeba and Klosterman. That is the talking we has to be making. But Xavi Simons, the man providing that fluidity, but will Sacha Boy add to those assists to Olise, or will it be the likes of Lama getting those to Leroy Sané? With 2 centre-backs, Stanisic and Dyer, who have been playing. But no denying the fact, Bayern with Stanisic and Dyer has got those Champions League game win. Oh my goodness, look at that. I think it is Joshua Kimmich down on the pitch. I hope that is not a big injury concern. Joshua Kimmich down on the pitch in just 18 minutes. It was a tackle from behind. Tendon injuries are getting big under Vincent Company. That is also the aspect we have to watch for. That is also the aspect we have to watch for. Leipzig are also having those big injuries. Leipzig are also having those big injuries. Lukeba now passing that to Rom on the mid pitch. Sesko dropping down. Crosses that to the right wings. It is Leroy Sané winning that. Yes, he has won that. He is passing it high. Sané is moving on to the mid pitch. Pavlovic gets that position. Kimmich gets that to Sacha Boey. First touch from Sacha Boey was disastrous. Then also it is to Olise. Olise passing that on the edge of the pitch. Kimmich again. Olise, make that cross, my boy. Yes, now it is to Sacha Boey. Make that cross. Sacha Boey, my boy, you taking that hell lot of time to take a cross from inside the box. It is Xavi Simons who has got that interception. It is Xavi Simons who has got that interception. But again, a corner incoming. A corner incoming from the right part of the post. Olise with his left footer. A curl to the far post. My goodness, look at those fans. They were just disturbing Olise on the sidelines by throwing those weird plastics and those. It is Sacha Boey. Will he get that against Sesko? Sesko takes that shot straight into the hands of Ubik. Grounded shot that was. Ubik has done his job good, but he has considered a goal over here. But no denying the fact Ubik has made his move good. The first goal which has been considered in just early 11 minutes. The game now has settled for Leipzig because they want to settle with a low score. Zolt Low's men are looking to settling this game with a low score because they are not making those moves. Leipzig were making those moves, but now they are looking settling. It was the first leg where 5-1 was the scoreline, Bayern winning it at the Allianz Arena. This is the reverse leg at the Bayern Arena. But Leipzig are not making those moves, and neither Bayern are being able to get into the mid pitch with any sort of creativity is looking. Dyer passing that high up. Gnabry inside the box. Block that is. A block that is. Look at those first touches Serge Gnabry is having against the likes of Lukeba and Klosterman. Serge Gnabry is looking a bit hopeless. But we have to put on those attacks, my boy. We have to keep on consistently putting up those attacks. It is Joshua Kimmich again passing to Pavlovic. Eric Dyer. This time, Stanisic going that to Sané. Lima. Make those crosses, boy. Make those crosses. Look at those positioning of Thomas Muller on that pitch. Eric Dyer again to Stanisic. Man are so high. Stanisic is looking nervous in making those passes. Eric Dyer passing that to Kimmich. Leipzig are counting the numbers good. Leipzig are counting the numbers good. Look at that. Sacha Boey is converging so bad into the mid pitch. Sacha Boey, who has to maintain that wide distances, he is converging that so high up on the mid pitch. Lama back passing to Stanisic. Lama again. Lama has got that to Muller. No miss pass. Xavi Simons getting that interception. Sesko this time. Passing that to Openda. Gnabry again has winning it. But first touch from Gnabry is looking big bad one. First touch from Gnabry so far in collecting the ball is looking enough bad to be collecting it into the box. It is Pavlovic now to Sacha Boey. Olise. Same squad playing time again. All those creativity expecting from Olise, but Olise this time is up against David Rom. Whereas the likes of Sané is not even making those moves. Look at that. Sané needs to move high up. But it is now Lama making those chases high up. Bayern are failing to get any sort of creativity on the mid page. Bayern are really failing to make any sort of, oh my god, we have got another vote. Harry Kane, will he get a trophy? Hell yeah, Bavaria. We have got that another vote on that poll which has been pinned on the chat. There is also a Q&A. Olise inside the box. Rom makes that shoulder tackle good enough. Olise is getting manhandled by the experience of David Rom on the pitch. Ubik this time to the right backs, passes that to Sachaboy, Pavlovic, Kimmich. Now it is looking that stable formation from Bayern to be looking in. Now it is a cross to Sane. Sane collects that good. He is invading into the mid page, passing that to Pavlovic. Pavlovic gives that to Sachaboy on the edge of the box. Kimmich. Boy again. Olise. Look at that. It is that line from the forwards where it is just a team man who are staying high up on the pitch. They are not making those inverted moves. They are not making those inverted moves. It is looking quite silly. It is looking quite silly. The pressure which Bayern needs to exert on Leipzig by making that position, they are not making that thing happening. They are not making that thing happening. They are looking at make the loss of the position so cheap into that it is not looking happening. Look at the stats. It is already 4 shots. Leipzig has got 3 on target. One of them a neat goal that was from Sesko. But Bayern so far has been able to just register 2 shots and 1 on target. It is those injuries which are talking, but Leipzig are also on those injuries. They have got the injuries of Gulaxi, they have Hendricks, Bitishabu is on suspension, Auburn Schalliger is the man also on injuries. But Bayern are having, it is 8 players, Harry Kane, Jamal Musiala, not available, Hiroki Ito, Upamecano, Davis, Guerrero, Min-jae Kim. And I don't expect Min-jae Kim to ever be returning to the squad. No denying the fact. No denying the fact. I don't want him to be returning to the squad again next season. Who is this time getting that to Dyer? It's to Kimmich. Gnabry now moving on to the right part of the wings. Olise moving on to the mid pitch because it is that missing of attacking mid pitch. It is to Lima. He has got that. Passing to Sane. Make that cross, my boy. Sane, make that cross. He is onto the wings. Yes, this time he makes that. It is to Kimmich. Sachaboy. Block shot. It is that part of the mid page. Sachaboy. It is that part of the mid page where Lima, they are playing that. Can you just imagine the non-availability of Harry Kane, the non-availability of Jamal Musiala, Bambi? Things are looking so scary over here. It was to Sane, Lima. He has made that, make that into the box. Block, predictable shot, my boy, predictable shot. You have to be clinical enough inside the box. Pavlovic now to Kimmich. Sane, Lima has again inverted into the box, but what shot of cross. When you have to give that cross straight, you are getting it onto those deep laying positions, and when you have to make that cross into those deep laying formations, you are making that straight. Ooh. Predictable game, predictable game. It is that creativity of Lima and the likes of Sachaboy who are invading high up on the pitch. It is looking much predictable, much predictable. Joshua Kimmich this time taking that corner into that mid-page block. That is, it was straight. I think that is a handball from Xavi Simons inside the box. Felix Zoyer, the referee on the pitch, hasn't paid any heed to that, but Bayern players are still saying that there was a handball. Look at that. Felix Zoyer, the referee on the pitch, asking for the game to continue, but Bayern players are insisting that it was a handball. Was Xavi Simons of a suspect of getting a handball over there? Olise has been really poor. Olise for this game has been really poor. No denying the fact. Olise for this game so far has been really poor. Really poor performance from Olise. But how can you expect a player to be playing all those 90 matches, all those matches, all every throughout the season to be playing good? That is what you need, those rotations, and Vincent Company has failed to do so. But still, Bundesliga is going to be ours. Still, Bundesliga is going to be ours because look at that. It is Bayern who are up ahead 8 points against Leverkusen, but Leverkusen still have got a game in hand. If they win that, it will be reduced to 5 and 2 more matches. 2 more matches, but we need a win, my boy. We need a win at the Bay Arena and want to register the trophy with 2 matches in hand. And is now Sane getting that to Lima, creativity happening bit of from that angle of the pitch. Now it is to Olise. Olise against the likes of Rom has to make that thing happening. Passing back to Kimmich to the cross. Thomas Muller gets that header. Oh my goodness. Thomas Muller gets that header good, but couldn't get that into the nets. It wasn't offside. I think there was some sort of block as well. Oh my goodness. It was Thomas Muller getting that header, but he couldn't get that proper position to be heading that good into the nets. Another shot, but not on target so far. Not on target so far. It is a goal kick. Eric Dyer high up. Oh my god, Upinda is there. Upinda is there. Block him. Blocked. Olise is trying to make his move, but David Rom is the man. David Rom is the man. Douglas Nagelsmann has been picking this man, David Rom, and David Rom is not leaving any stones unturned. David Rom is not leaving any stones unturned to stop Mikel Olise from making his move. Look at that. It is those votes which we have got on that poll section. Harry Kane, will he get a trophy? Hell yeah, Bavaria is 100%. Haters saying no is 0%. As well, we have got that Q&A over here on the chat. Who will win today? Leipzig versus Bayern Munich, Bundesliga Round 32. Olise inside the box. He has got that to Thomas Muller. Olise again. Sane. Blocked, my boy. Blocked. Lima has got that. It is David Rom who is down inside the box. But yes, this time the referee Felix Zoyer this time stops the gameplay, but what has happened to David Rom? It was a shot from Thomas Muller, I think. The ball hits those groin in parts of David Rom. That is what it has happened. That is what it has happened. Rom has been hit on those bad aspects of those body where he is looking injured. But Zolt Low on those matching experiences has been making good. Leipzig has done the damage which they were expecting. It is Lima now passing back to Pavlovic. 32 minutes are up on the watch. 32 minutes are officially off. Dyer passing that to Stanisic. Sane this time. Miss pass from Sane. Whom are you passing that, my boy? Sane. Sane doing those recovery chases has got that. Now to Sacha Boy. Gnabry this time. Look at that. Gnabry is looking like a stale meat on the pitch. Gnabry is looking that it is a miss pass from Olise. Olise is having some sort of bad form for today. Olise is having some sort of bad form for today. And that is what the thing is looking disheartening. It is the bad form of Olise for today in this game. No work from Gnabry, no work from Sane is looking happening. Nothing creative looking in from the right part of the mid pitch, from the right wings, from the likes of Olise, because Olise is on a bit of lacking form, but no other options left for Vincent Company to be replacing him on the pitch for today. That is what is happening. From the right mid pitch, from the right wings, we are completely shut down. We have been off, and that is what the creativity which we're having all throughout the season. And from the left part of the wings of the pitch, Nothing is seen incoming. And Serge Gnabry, he is not even having that proper aspect that which part of the pitch is he going to be playing. Some sort of the time he is moving to the right wings. At some sort of the time he is moving to those attacking mid-pitch, inverting positions. But his statement is looking stale. Serge Gnabry, Chef Gnabry, his statement is looking stale and he is not even making a proper position on the pitch from which position is he going to be playing into this game. Stanisic this time passing that to Dyer. Image. Look at that mid-pitch. Look at that mid-pitch. Lima, Pavlovic. It is those 3-3-4 where Bayern is consisting to get it. Lima getting that. A huge shot. My God, nowhere near the woodwork that was. Conrad Lima taking that dream shot so far from the box. It is those loss of possession which Bayern are not being able to afford and players are hitting that out of the pitch. Players are hitting that out of the pitch. Those of you who are watching, give your votes. Harry Kane, will he get the trophy? With Bavarians, with Bayerns, with 2 games in hand, is that going to be true? Is that going to be true? Will we be getting the clinch of the Bundesliga trophy with 2 games in hand? Will Harry Kane will be getting that? It is the likes of Florian Wirtz's birthday. Will we be getting that? Good news of Florian Wirtz going to coming to Bayern, officially confirming that. Will Vincent Kompany be uplifting the Bundesliga trophy finally? Is that going to be true? Give your votes on that poll section which has been pinned on the chat. It is now Sesko again. Dyer is high up. It is now Lima who has created that space wide enough on the right wings. It is something cross coming in. I think some sort of cross will be coming in. Leipzig has made their move good, but it is Dyer getting that block. Sane moving inside the box. This time gets that interception. It is to the mid-pitch. Sacha Boey not getting that block, but Kimmich this time clears that good. It is to Sacha Boey. Look at that weird hairstyle of Sacha Boey. I mean, it is not weird, it is looking good, but it is some sort of terrorizing aspect if the opposition is playing so close to him. Sacha Boey with that weird hairstyle. I mean, so long, what is the need? You are having that sweat, you are having that warm body by playing 90 minutes on the pitch and having that long hair. My goodness. I mean, he is looking that shorter version of Erling Haaland. Look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that. Sacha Boey with that long blonde hairstyle is looking weird. He is looking so weird on the pitch. Look at him, Sacha Boey. My goodness, look at that. Serge Gnabry has also grown his hair long. My goodness. Suddenly, out of nowhere, Bayern players are taking those big hairstyle on their account. It is Olise who has got that long ponytail. I won't call it a ponytail, it is a big tail. It is Gnabry who has also got that long hair on his aspect, and now it is Sacha Boey who has also got that big long hair tattoo in that blonde color on him. Leipzig are counting the numbers good at times, but they are not moving high up because they have got that early damage in just under 11 minutes of the first half. It is a free kick, I think. Zalt Low is having some sort of words. But look at that. It is the likes of Felix Zoyer, the referee on the pitch. Now he is talking to David Raum. Xavi Simons is also over there. This referee Felix Zoyer now has given that free kick for Leipzig to be incoming. A free kick that is Leipzig are going to get that, but wide off from the box, across inside it. Oh my goodness, look at that. It is that another goal which has happened. It is that another goal which has happened. Leipzig now has scored two in just 38 minutes. It was a header which needed to be blocked. It was a header which needed to be some sort of interception was required into that. It is Tour, it is Tour, it is Tour, it is Tour. It is that second goal which has come in. It was a cross. Oh my goodness, look at that. It was a cross from Rom. So good. My goodness, that header wasn't even taken clinical. Look at that positioning of his head. He was looking at some sort of weird aspect. Look at that header which happened. Look at that header. Klosterman on the 39th minute. He got that header, but look at his positioning of the head. He was looking at a different view and trying to get a different header. Ubik was there on the first post, but that header from him getting it so far to the far post and it got netted in. Bayern are down by 2 goals. In under 38 minutes, it is Leipzig 2. Elise now getting that. Look at that. Serge Gnabry getting that header. No one was there getting those blocks. He could have netted that. But look at that. Serge Gnabry. This Olise cross was so clinical. Gnabry was there just to get it into the net. But his header gets so wide. It is a bad miss from Serge Gnabry. It is definitely a bad miss from Serge Gnabry to be talking for today's game. My goodness, are Bayern going to lose this? Harry Kane still has to wait. Harry Kane still has to wait if he wants to clinch the first trophy of his career. Bayern, with their effort, are not going to get it gold. Kimmich, the captain, getting some sort of good moments with Sacha Boey. It is those winning mentality which he is trying to insist it into such a way. But now Leipzig has got the throw to be taken. Rom taking that deep inside the box. Sacha Boey missing that header. It is all those 11 players who are inside the box protecting the nets. Finally, they have got that clearance. Dyer this time getting to Thomas Muller. Thomas Muller has been fouled. Klosterman has fouled Thomas Muller on the pitch. Klosterman, it was that win probability which Bayern were having 48% to win that. Leipzig were having 10%, but now it is 32% Leipzig are going to win that and 17% Bayern to be getting that. It is a big claim. It is a big claim. Now 72% are saying that Leipzig are going to win that. Draw for 17%, and Bayern losing that is on 11. Bayern winning that is on 11%. Things are looking so narrowing down for Bayern in the Bundesliga round of 32 at the Bay Arena for the reverse leg against RB Leipzig. It is the likes of Xavi Simons who is critically just changing the wing play. But it is the mid-pitch, I think, where Bayern needs to bring in some sort of box-to-box movement to be happening. It is Leroy Sané who has again cheaply given the ball to Luis Openda. But finally, the referee on the pitch, Felix Zoyer, blows that whistle for a foul, taking that into the consideration. Felix Zoyer, to be talking about him, has been doing his referee job, no denying the fact for this game good, but it is the lack of those creativity which is not looking happening from the Bayern mentality over in this. Injuries. Still, Harry Kane has to wait. Give your votes at. Give your votes on that poll. Harry Kane, will he get a trophy? Or still he has to wait for those 2 more fixtures in the Bundesliga? It is a big call, big statement. Give your votes on that poll. And there is also a Q&A that who will win today, Bayern or Leipzig. It is now Sesko again, speeding it high. Dyer has created that space. He now passes that to Simons on the left part. It's Pavlovic. It is now Olise dropping in. Olise is having a bad form. Olise is having a bad form. Olise is really not looking good in shape. He is looking not good in shape. Olise is not looking good in shape. It is the likes of Sane, it is the likes of Gnabry who were lacking form. Now it is the likes of Olise who is also looking in a bad shape. Who is going to take that free kick in 44 minutes 30 seconds of the watch? It is going to be Rom. Is it going to be Simons? Rom takes that again across, so good. Dyer gets that clearance. It is Zoyer who has pointed for a goal kick. Some sort of foul was there. The flags were raised. It was offside. It was offside. Flags were raised. Stanisic asking Ubi to take that goal kick. Good. Dyer. Image again to Stanisic. My goodness, down by 2 goals. Will the Bavarian mentality be good enough to get those equalizers and get those wins? Will that be the talking to be happening? Will that talking be happening in the second half? 2 minutes of added time in this first half. 2 minutes being added in this first half to conclude. Image guessing that high up. Sane, Leroy Sane not even getting the touch of the ball. Leroy Sane not even getting the touch of the ball good enough. It was the first leg, 5-1 was the scoreline, and now it is the reverse leg. Leipzig has scored twice. 2 of the finishings, it was the likes of Sesko getting it good and hitting that. Sesko has got that. Sesko has got that good. Sesko has really got that good. But are we going to be making that? It is Sesko now getting that to Openda. Taking a shot, Openda blocked by Lama. 1 minute of the added time is up. Still 1 more minute. Can we get a single goal out of nowhere in this first leg? Is that going to be talking? Is that going to be talking? Look at that. It is those 9 shots which we have taken, only 1 on target. That is what where we are just making that statement look bad. The unavailability of Harry Kane, the unavailability of Bambi, Musiala, nothing happening from Sane, nothing happening from Gnabry, and Olise is also for today's game looking in a bad shape. Lama getting that challenge bad. Pavlovic missing it. The flags were raised. It is for a throw coming in. Seward, the man, was down on the pitch, but it is a throw. Felix Zoyer, the referee on the pitch, has blown the whistle, and now it is officially the end of the first half. What a bad statement. What a stale move it has been, and Vincent Kompany not getting the availability of his elite players in the lineup is not looking at all composed. Not looking at all composed. If this is going to be, then I would just make a statement that the next season we don't need to play those FIFA World Cup. It is not the need of the hour. We have been investing in playing the FIFA World Cup for the next season, and we are not having that depth in the squad with so much of the injuries. We will have many more injuries as well. It is not the need. We will be having those big fixtures of the UEFA Champions League as well. We are into those FIFA Club World Cup as well. Lots of injuries will be happening. Lots of injuries will be happening, and that is definitely not the need of the hour. Bayern really has to compromise. Bayern really has to compromise in making those big tournaments to be incoming, and rather than investing in them, invest in the right players and getting those injured players as well as those stale players out of the pitch to be incoming. Definitely it is the need of the hour. It is definitely the need of the hour, because stats which we will be looking into this game, it is really going to be disheartening. Look at that. It is 9 shots which we took at the reverse leg at the Bay Arena, but only getting a single shot on target. Can you believe that, my boy? We just got a single shot on target. My goodness, how could you afford that? How could you afford that? We are having the injuries of Harry Kane, we are having the injuries of Jamal Musiala Bambi, but then also Leroy Sané is there, Gnabry is there, Olise is there, it is Thomas Muller is there. Take those shots, take those off the box cross, off the box shots needs to be happening. Things needs to be happening if we are going to be playing those stalemate moves time and again, getting those passes, going so close inside the box, making that happen inside the nets. That is not, you have to take those shots which needs to be incoming from the edge of the box. You need to be taking those shots which needs to be happening from outside the box as well. Look at the stats over here. Look at the stats over here. This type of gameplay, if it is going to be happening, it is bit depressing. It is bit depressing. Look at that. It was Haidara so close to the 2 minute. It was a big warning. Look at this shot which Haidara took. Look at that. It was the shot which was happening. Haidara was so close to the net. Jonas Ulby getting that save to the first post. It was a good save from Ubi. It was a big warning that Leipzig are picking high up on the pitch. It was a big warning that Leipzig are picking up high on the pitch. But then also it didn't happen. And another shot again. Haidara was the man outside the box. It was a dream shot. Haidara taking that. It didn't happen. Look at that. 9th minute. Gnabry taking that shot. It was a miss. No way near the woodwork. Gnabry taking that shot on the 9th minute. It was no way inside the box shot, but no way near the frame to be getting it into the nets. Again, Sané getting that from the edge of the box, 10th minute. It was a save, a baby shot that was straight into the hands of the goalkeeping aspect. Sesko, this one, he netted that a goal. It was a big fault. Olise missing that. It was the likes of Soche Boy not getting that good. Eric Dyer was high up. Jonas Ubi was also high up. Ubi was, I don't know what he was looking at. I mean, Sesko was making his moves. He literally took, 5 to 7 steps, making it past Eric Dyer. But then also Ubi dropping down so late. It was neither the likes of Eric Dyer making those tackles to Sesko. Sesko just dribbled past it good, but no interception could be provided to Sesko. And Sesko having 12 goals this season, netting it is 13th. This goal just changed the thing. It was a big morning in those 2nd minute, 4th minute that Leipzig are staying high up on the pitch with the aspects of Saltflow with their new manager, but no threats were coming in. Sesko again taking that on the 20th minute. It was straight into the hands of Ubik, saving that. Olise on the 27th minute. Olise is looking in a bad shape. How can you expect a player to be playing in those best of his forms all across those 90 minutes every time whenever he is playing on the pitch? That is not going to happen. It is not going to happen. That is what Olise is looking. He has played those every matches, every tournament games, 90 minutes all across the competition. Vincent Kompany not making those substitutions. It is now those injuries which is causing those pain, and with these injuries we are moving to play those FIFA Club World Cup. This is looking a big joke. This is looking a big joke. We are going to play the FIFA World Cup next season, and with so much of the injuries we will be having those vast fixtures of the UEFA Champions League as well. We will be having those 34-35 matches in the Bundesliga as well. Are you making a big joke? We have to just step out of the FIFA World Cup, not in investing in those tournaments. Rather, we have to invest in those players incoming. Sacha Boy on those 27 minutes. Look at that. It was a regular play, right-footed shot, but blocked again. 30th Miller, Thomas Muller taking that header, but he wasn't on that right position to take that header. He was being blocked, man marked. It was that sole move which Thomas Muller made, but Thomas Muller hasn't got those play time this season as well. No performances happening. 32 minutes. It is Thomas Muller with his left foot. It was a block. Police on the 32nd minute again, block one. Lima, look at that. No another gameplay has happened from Leroy Sané. It was those early moves in those 5 to 10 minutes, in those 15 minutes where Leroy Sané and Gnabry were making those shots inside the box. And after those 10 to 15 minutes, nothing has been seen coming in from the likes of Leroy Sané and Gnabry on the pitch. It was the likes of Thomas Muller, it was the likes of Lima, it was the likes of Police who were trying to invade into the box. Klosterman on this 39th minute goal. This second goal happened out of nowhere. This second goal happened out of nowhere. It was a header which was taken, a free kick from the likes of David Rom. It was a header which needed to be intercepted, which needed to be blocked. And Klosterman to be taking about this header, I mean, he was looking at some different angle and the ball hits him on the left part of his head and it went on to the far post where Uvik was just safeguarding the first post. This header goal, it needed to be intercepted by those headers to be talking. But who is going to be taking those header interceptions? Upamecano not available, Kim Min-jae header taker not available, Goretzka the header taker not available, the likes of Harry Kane the header taker not available. Only Eric Dyer was there for safeguarding those headers to be taking, and Eric Dyer is just leaving Bayern at the end of this season. The statement has been made. 40th minute, Gnabry, look at that, so close. It was a header which needed to be getting into the nets. He was there in an open space inside the box. Just a clinical finishing from a header could have got that first goal at least. 47 minutes against Luis Openda. My goodness, this has been the story. Look at that. 6 shots at home. Leipzig has taken 4 on target. Whereas from the likes of Bayern playing on their reverse leg at the Bayern Arena at the home of Leipzig, taking 9 shots, 1 on target. This has been the story. We have been invading it into the box. We have been taking those shots in the Champions League, in the season as well. But shots on target has been really being pathetic. Shots on target from Bayern this season has been really looking pathetic. No denying the fact. No denying the fact. Are we going to be making those changes? I will take a short break. I will take a short break till as the second half is going to begin in just 2 minutes. I will take a short break. Do stay tuned to it, guys. Harry Kane, will we get that trophy with 2 games in hand? Hell yeah, Bavaria, give your votes on that poll section which has been pinned. Haters still saying no, give your votes on that as well. And there is a Q&A over here on the chat. Who will win today? RB Leipzig versus Bayern Munich Bundesliga Round 32. Give your votes, give your polls, give your comments. I'll be just back in 2 minutes. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. if we are going to keep Vincent Company for the season, for the next season, if we are going to keep Vincent Company, talking about him to be staying at Bayern for the next season, then we have to get those transfers. It is definitely the need of the hour. It is definitely the need of the hour. It is definitely the need of the hour. Eric Dyer is going to leave Bayern, and we have to get this thing happening. If we are looking to be making it into the attacks, we have to be clinical in those attacks, and we have to get rid of the likes of Sane or Gnabry to be talking in those forwards. That is the thing which needs to be talking. That is the thing which needs to be mad. I mean, just imagine if we are having the likes of Harry Kane, if we are having the likes of Weeds, if we are having the likes of Musiala, Bambi, we are having the likes of Olise on the pitch. We have to be doing those talking. We have to be doing those talking. I mean, using Leroy Sané and Gnabry on these substitutions can be a bit beneficial at time if we are going to get those rest moments, but we have to get those transfers. If we are going to be talking the next season, we have to get those transfers. We have to get those transfers. We definitely have to make that big. Transfers needs to be incoming. Transfer needs to be incoming. In just half time, we are down by 2-0 at the Bay Arena. Will we be making those comebacks? Will we be able to make those comebacks? Is Vincent Company capable of making those comebacks with those injuries? It is that playmaking capability where Vincent Company has to prove that upcoming. Vincent Company has to prove that upcoming. Is he capable of making those comebacks? There is also those poll on the chat which has been pinned. Harry Kane, will he get a trophy? And yeah, Bavarians, give your votes. Haters still saying no, is that going to happen? The curse of Harry Kane is going to be staying. Or it is that who will win today, Leipzig versus Bayern Munich? There is a question for the Bundesliga Round 32. The second half is going to be watching it. This is RAMSAY, and you are watching the live stream of FC RAMSAY over here. And we need to be doing those talking. We need to be doing those talking. But looking at the lineups, it has been a mess. It has been a mess. Look at the lineups. Look at the positioning of the players and how they have performed. Sacha Boy has been a big disaster with that weird hairstyle which is having for today's game. I don't know what Sacha Boy is making that into the squad, what type of contributions he's doing, but Olise for today's game has been really bad in shape. Olise has been bad in shape. Thomas Muller, Serge Gnabry, none of them making those, but the second half has kicked off. The second half has kicked off. It is Ubi getting that straight into the Leipzig's box. Clearance coming in. With 2 goals down, is Vincent Company capable of making those comebacks? That is the aspect to watch now. Bundesliga trophy still getting far from Bayern with the lead which we are having over here. Look at that. It is in the Bundesliga still 8 points lead, but Leverkusen has a game in hand with 2 more games left in the Bundesliga after that. 8 points lead. Bayern, will they be able to get a win out of nowhere and make this statement look good? Make this statement look good. Make this statement look good. The second half is underway, and none of the managers, neither the likes of Zolt Low nor the likes of Vincent Company, has made any changes. But what changes can Vincent Company afford to do? He has got Gabriel Vidovic. It is Olise inside the box, but Leipzig are so close. Kimmich getting that to Sacha Boy. Take that shot, man. Now he is passing to Thomas Muller. Passes happening inside the box again. Inside the box, passes are looking happening. This strategic gameplay of Vincent Company, I am really at times not being able to understand. Inside the box, you are making those passes rather than taking those shots. It is a goal kick for Leipzig. Hope Felix Zoya, the referee, doesn't add any sort of more worries to be incoming into this game. Hope Felix Zoya, the referee, doesn't add any more of worries. This Openda speed against Eric Dyer has got that clearance. Lama back passing Stanisic, finally getting that clearance. Rosterman passing back. Leipzig are now looking for those relaxed moments there because they have got those 2 goals lead. It was the first leg where we got that 5-1 victory. But look at that lineup which we were having. Look at that lineup which we were having. It was the likes of Peretz on the goalkeeping aspect. It was the likes of Upamecano. It was the likes of Eric Dyer. I mean, Kim Min-jae and Upamecano for this. First leg we were having, it was Davis, it was Lima on the right backs. Only 4 men. It is the likes of Kimmich, it is the likes of Lima, Olise are there now in this lineup, and it is Sane. These are the 4 men who were staying there. These are the 4 men of the first leg who are staying there. It was a 5-1 victory for Bayern. It is now Lima getting that. Sane, will he get that run? Blocked. Interception and blocks coming in from Leipzig. Bayern has to do that hard work if they need to be getting those equalizers at least. A draw at least. A draw at least for the reverse leg. Not giving away those 3 points cheaply. The hard work needs to be incoming. Joshua Kimmich going to take that corner kick. Right footer. It is inside the box. Leroy Sané on that rebound. Will he get a shot? Blocked. Sané again. Passing that to Kimmich on the left wings. Left foot across. Kimmich getting that. Clearance again. Lima this time. Xavi Simons is having a good move. It is Leipzig who has got those exits from the Champions League, from the group stage even. It is to Thomas Muller on the right wings, passing that to Gnabry. Gnabry is cutting that inside the box. He gets a shot. Blocked. Sané this time. First touch. Miserable first touch from Leroy Sané inside the box. Just couldn't even get the proper hold of the ball. But Lima getting that. Retracing ball. Passes that to Kimmich. Dyer. Olise. Thomas Muller this time. Sacha Boey. Sacha Boey has been fouled by David Rom. A yellow card for Rom. That is a yellow card to Rom by Felix Zoya, the referee on the page. That is a yellow card for David Rom. My goodness, are we going to make that? Are we somehow going to make that? Give your votes. Harry Kane, will he get a trophy? Or still that curse of Harry Kane going to ponder our dream and hope of getting the Bundesliga record Mister? Bayern, are they going to get rid of that Harry Kane aspect which is looking, because every time the Bundesliga dream is looking bit weird. It is a free kick again, set piece. Kimmich, Olise on the right part, on the edge of the box. Can we get a cross incoming for those headers? Can we get a cross incoming for those headers? Joshua Kimmich. Olise, who is going to take that? Who is going to take that? Kimmich takes that. It is a header coming in. Pavlovic this time, but no threat that was. No threat that was. It was a no threat. It was a no threat. And neither that header was inside the woodwork. It was out of the woodwork, and no threat that was for Van de Voort. No threat to Van de Voort, but then also out of the woodwork, Van de Voort takes the hold of the ball good. Takes the hold of the ball good. Rom has been given that yellow card for that tackle. Van de Voort taking that goal kick, giving it high up for Openda. Eric Dyer getting that header. In the positioning of Leroy Sané, look at him. He is not even relying on that positioning aspect. Vincent Company, with his tactical approach, with those injuries in the squad, will he be making that? It is to Sesko again on the edge of the box. He crosses, he changes that. Sacha Boy this time gets that header deflection. Sacha Boy this time. It is now Xavi Simons. Rom. Openda passes happening on the edge of the box. Leipzig are looking to get their third goal or what? Hedara passing that to Rom again. That is a win from Olise, but blocked by Hedara. Hedara has blocked Olise. Sacha Boy being chased by Rom. Sacha Boy is struggling against Rom. I don't know what this man Sacha Boy is capable of, but with his weird hairstyle which he's having on the pitch, he looks terrible. It was an aggressive tackle from Rom to Sacha Boy, and Sacha Boy losing the control of everything on the pitch. Joshua Kimmich passing that to Dyer. Pavlovic. Nothing creative looking in coming from the likes of Sacha Boy on that part of the pitch. Rather, I would have wanted to play Sacha Boy on those left backs and keeping Stanisic on the left part of the centre backs and keeping Eric Dyer on that left part of the centre backs and moving with Lamo on those right backs. But this thing is not looking happening. This thing is not looking happening. Things are really looking bad in shape. Things are really looking bad in shape. And what has happened to this? Damn, we apologize for the loss of a feed due to a technical issue at our source. We are working towards resolving this. My goodness, Sony Live, the platform where we are watching the stream, has some sort of technical glitch, and that sort of resource they are trying to, we are working towards resolving this. What is this? What is this? Sony Live is struggling to make those live feed. What has that happened? What has that happened? Sony Live now struggling to make that feed available on the stream. This is a pure loss of feed from Sony Live. The live telecast has been stopped. A technical issue that is happening from Sony Live and its team, and they are working towards resolving this. My goodness, look at that. The stream has just stopped. We were watching this game on that Sony Live platform, and suddenly the stream has stopped. It is Sony Live who are showing that they are having some sort of technical glitch for this live stream to be showing on. How long is this going to be taking for Sony Live to bring this match into action for those live telecasts? My goodness. It is now Sony Live struggling to get those live telecasts proper in for Bundesliga as well. It is a big mess, big mess. Big mess from Sony Live for bringing this live telecast of Bundesliga Round 32, and it is from the continent where we are just not being able to watch the live telecast of this game. My goodness, all our money is at stake. We have got those subscription paid for Sony Live for watching these games, and it is Sony Live who is now failing to just provide us the live telecast of this game on their platform. We apologize for the loss of feed due to a technical issue at source. We are working towards resolving this. How long are you going to working on this and we are not being able to watch the game? The stream, is it going to be coming? The stream, is it going to be coming? Is the stream going to be coming in? My goodness, look at that. It is also Arminia Bielefeld against Dynamo Dresden. The game is also going over there on those German football. The game is happening over there, but what about this? Oh my goodness, look at that. Sony Live has completely raised its hand that they are not being able to provide those. My goodness. How is this going to be? How is this going to be? How long is Sony Live going to be taking in resolving this issue? My goodness, look at that. Look at that. It is a big mess. It is a big mess. It is a big mess. Still no way we can watch that. Watch over here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, look at that. We have to get those cheeky piggy links. We have to get those cheeky piggy links. We have to get those cheeky piggy links. Look at that. We have to get those Bundesliga Sky links to be working on. Is that game going to be beginning? Yes, we have got those cheeky piggy links available over here. It is 53 minutes 32 seconds on the watch. Are we right on time? 5 minutes back. We have got those cheeky picky links available on, but it is a 6-minute delay. It is now only say trying to get that. We are watching 53 minutes, 54 minutes on the watch. 5 minutes behind the actual time from those cheeky picky links. We are watching this game. Are we going to make that? Because Sony Live is struggling to give us those live telecasts. It is now Sane passing that onto the mid page. Sane has got that, but the same way he is trying to approach the page. It is the same way where Sane is approaching the page. Still 3 minutes are up and nowhere Sony Live is being able to bring those live telecasts. It is Eric Dyer who is down on the page. My goodness. 57 minutes 15 seconds on the watch. Now it is Eric Dyer who is looking down on the page. Kingsley Coman on the sidelines. Eric Dyer has a fall and I think that is a big injury to him. Eric Dyer is down on the pitch. No defender available for today's substitution. Eric Dyer down on the pitch. My goodness, this is what Vincent Company is capable of, getting those injuries, getting those players playing those long term rather than switching on for those substitutions. And now it is Eric Dyer down on the pitch. Eric Dyer has been miserable in those counters. Look at that. Harry Kane is looking sad. Harry Kane is looking sad on the stands. Still his dream of getting the big trophy. He is on a suspension for the previous game which Bayern was having, and now it is the injuries which Bayern has got. It was against the likes of Mainz where Bayern winning that 3-0, but Harry Kane getting that yellow card for that is now on a suspension and just has to watch this game from the stands with a suspension. That is what which we are watching that. Eric Dyer is back on his feet. Eric Dyer is back on his feet, but Vincent Company is looking to bring in Kingsley Coman, but whom is he going to sacrifice? 59 minutes on the watch. It is now Hadara. Passing that to Rom. Back to Hadara. Leipzig are having their position so good. It is Rom again, passing that to Openda. Block. Dyer getting that. Pavlovic. Move from Serge Gnabry is looking so stale. Move from Serge Gnabry is looking so stale. Bayern definitely needs an overhaul change in the team. An overhaul change in the team. The transition is not looking that good. So yet, if this is the way we are going to be playing that, oh my God, yes, those Sony Live has come on. It is Bayern who has got that goal. Oh my goodness, look at that, how that happened. Olise has netted that. Olise has netted that into the nets. Oh my God, 62 minutes, 30 seconds on the watch, and it is Michel Olise, who was struggling in the first half in his form, now has netted that. Bring it big, my boy, bring it big. We want to be getting more goals. We need to be getting the Bundesliga shield back at home. It was a missed pass which happened, I think. Let us have that repeat of that. Thank God Sony Live made this telecast again live. It was Pavlovic getting that. Gnabry finally getting that header, but Olise this time gets it so good into the nets. Look at that. Mikel Olise inside the box, a left footer that was. It was a clinical finishing from Mikel Olise. Mikel Olise now has done that. It is another opportunity coming in. Mikel Olise, he passes that to Sane. Make that shot, Sane. What a bad miss. Can't you afford? I can't watch this. Leroy Sane playing in and missing time and again these big opportunities. How can you afford that, man? Big boy. I am really getting just agitated by watching this pairing of Leroy Sane and this pairing of Serge Gnabry. These two pairing, I am really getting those upset moments. Hi Travis Gamer, welcome to the stream. I'm watching DW. What is that, DW? We need to win for the trophy. Yes, we need to win this trophy. Travis the Gamer. Yes, Travis the Gamer. Goal. Yes, can you say hello to me? Your only viewer. Yeah, you are my only viewer. But we have got that goal. We need those goals incoming. The Sony Live platform was failing to give those live telecasts, but now it has recovered. It has now recovered. We need to get that second goal. The second goal has also come in. The telecast, we were missing it because there was some sort of technical glitch for that Sony Live, but somehow we have got that second goal. It is Eric Dyer who has got that goal, and it is Mikel Olise who has got that, but we failed to watch that. But we are now watching on those 65th minutes of the stream. Thanks, we must score again. Yes, we must score and win this and get the Bundesliga back to our home and get Harry Kane with that trophy with 2 matches left in the Bundesliga. We want Leroy Sané, we want Gnabry to be scoring that. We want both of those big steak of meat pieces to be scoring in rather than missing that. It is now Koeman onto the pitch, passing that to Goretzka. Oh my God, it is Goretzka also. I have missed those 5 to 8 minutes of the watch. It is 62 minutes, Eric Dyer scoring that, Mikel Olise scoring that. 63rd minute, I have missed from that 58 minute to 64 minute because of that shit Sony Live platform where there was a glitch and the goals were scored. Wait, it's 2-2. I thought only Olise scored. Nice. Yes, it is 2-2 on the score line. It is 2-2 on the score line. We have leveled the scores. We have leveled the scores. I sub to you. Yes, bro. Thank you for those subscriptions. You can join our social media platforms. Those links are also there on the video description as well as in the channel description. And if you are that player of those eFootball or those of FIFA, you can watch our tournaments as well, which are being held every month. Get our Discord or those WhatsApp or those Facebook or those channel links which are there on the video description as well as in the channel description. But I have missed those 2 goals. It is now Koeman. I mean, what are these substitutions which has been made? It is also a big mess. I have missed everything of that view. I have missed those substitutions as well. Look at that. It is the substitution company making. Thomas Muller is substituted. Kingsley Coman coming in. After that, it is Sacha Boey out and Leon Goretzka coming in. That is what the substitution which we were wanting. Now company has made the statement look good. Dropping Thomas Muller, but I would have dropped Serge Gnabry. I would have dropped Serge Gnabry rather than dropping Thomas Muller from the pitch. I won't have dropped Thomas Muller. I would have gone for those substitutions of Serge Gnabry. Kingsley Coman is in. Nevertheless, Vincent Kompany makes those silly mistakes with his novice experiences. Sacha Boey, I don't want that big blonde long hair Sacha Boey to be playing at Bayern. Leon Goretzka is in. Eric Dyer has got that goal by Munich. Dyer, who was on the ground just a few minutes ago. Yes, Dyer was injured. That was the place where we were watching and that glitch happened. We were not able to watch that, and Mikel Elise. We have got those equalizers. It is now Gnabry inside the box. We will watch that part again. It is now to Laimer heading that. What a miss, Konrad Laimer. Oh my goodness. Can you just have forethought, my boy? Can you just have forethought? Joshua Kimmich getting that cross so good to Konrad Laimer. He was so close to the nets. How far you can get such a high header. I don't know what is that thing today happening at the Bayer Arena. Oh my goodness. Travis the Gamer, I joined your DC. Yes, definitely. If we have those, different sort of tournaments from FIFA and eFootball, those football platforms, we are having those notifications will be having that. Discord, no Laimer. Laimer is there, my boy. Laimer is there. He just now on those 68 minutes took that header. It was a marvelous cross from Joshua Kimmich inside the box. He was so close to the far post for getting that header, but so close to the nets, and he gets that header so high up. I don't know how tall the goalpost needs to be for him to getting that into the nets. I really can't just afford that. No Laimer, nice. Nice for what? We are having Laimer in the squad and he has missed that terribly. It is Serge Gnabry in the first half also missing that big header, and it is Laimer now missing that. It is raining over here at the Bayer Arena. 30 kilometers per hour is the wind speed. Look at the lineups, my boy. Look at the lineups. It is the lineups which we are now having is we have got the substitutions of Goretzka and Kingsley Coman onto the pitch. Whereas Yusuf Poulsen and the likes of Wirman from Leipzig, Zolt Slow has made those substitutions as well. This is the substitution which is talking now for both the Yes, actually my stream elements has stopped working. That is why I will get those stream elements as well as those chats will be available on the stream as well. Can't believe we missed. Yes, we can't believe that we are going to miss that. It is those big clinical finishings which we are time and again missing in the Champions League, time and again missing in the Bundesliga. What happened in the game against Inter? We got more than 13 big chances. We missed more than, my mistake, not 13, it was 9 big chances for the 2 legs against Inter, and we missed that. There were more than 40 shots taken by Bayern against Inter. It could have been a one-sided game, but we have missed those big chances in the Champions League because the same players, the same Harry Kane, the same Jamal Musiala, the same likes of Olise, the same likes of Sane are playing for those 90 minutes all across the competitions. It is going a waste. I can't believe Laimer Messi. Yes, Laimer missing that. Laimer is also playing those 90 minutes all across the competition, all through the season. 90 minutes, those tendon injuries players are having. Kim Min-jae having those injuries, but they are not being able to express it because no more options are left for making those substitutions. We have been missing those clinical finishings time and again this season because Vincent Kompany, every time he is trying to get into the box with his players and getting that into the nets, it is from the outside the box. We have to take those shots. We have to get that clinical. Oh, nice. Coman subbed in. Hopefully he does something. Yes, Coman, but I don't think that Coman has got those big time left in for Bayern. Eric Dyer is definitely going out. And what we need to be coming in is, I want this thing to be coming in. Let me have you this thing to be looking in. Let me have. This is Eric Dyer who is going out of the squad. But I want this lineup to be coming in with a new centre back and a good mid-pitch player. Bayern need to practice scoring big chances in pressure. It is not the pressure which the Bavarians are having. The muscle memory for Bayern at the oh my god, that is a missed pass. The muscle memory for Bayern is definitely not the need. They have that thing to be incoming in because it is that substitution which Vincent Company needs to bring in all games. I mean, the first 15 to 17 games which we played in the Bundesliga, in the Champions League, we were playing that same squad for 90 minutes. We were not having those substitutions. It was the likes of Thomas Muller who was given those substitutions in 87 minutes, 88 minutes. What a ridiculous decision these were. And if you're playing for the same set of players for those 90 minutes, tendon injuries are going to be coming. Muscle injuries, tendon injuries are going to be coming, and that is what has happened. You have to get the substitutions of the players on those 70-75 minutes at least. Yes, still I can't believe Kane missed that shot against Inter. Yes, Kane missed those big opportunities. It was there. It was the likes of Thomas Muller missing that. It was the likes of Leroy Sané missing those opportunities. Opportunities were coming in. We played that good game against Inter. With so much of the injuries, we played a nice and beautiful game, and what a classic show it was against Inter. Inter was looking relentless and hopeless, only just making those counters happening against us. But we had those big chances we could have converted. But how a player is going to make those 90 minutes all across the season play the same way? You can't rely just on Harry Kane. We need some sort of forwards. It is from Xavi Simons, a free kick, but Jonas Ubi gets that save. It was a free kick from Xavi Simons, but Jonas Ubi gets that good. And talking about Jonas Ubik is definitely a good goalkeeping aspect we are having. We need to give him that time. We need to give him that play time to be talking. Oh, the muscle memory, yeah, true. Yeah, muscle memory is there, my boy. 125 years we are having that, but we can't just rely on that. We need to get the substitution. It is Kingsley Coman inside the box. Oh my goodness. Kingsley Coman, what a big miss. It was just the likes of that goalkeeper you need to get past. It was a big opportunity. Kingsley Coman getting that touch inside the box. My goodness, how could you miss that? Look at that, another big opportunity just now we got from the likes of Kingsley Coman. My goodness, how could Kingsley Coman get that big miss over here? Oh my goodness. Kingsley Coman, I think he has got those 4 goals this season. It is Kingsley Coman who has got, 5 goals and 4 assists this season. But he is that injury prone player. We have to get something big incoming. A big miss from Kingsley Coman again. Sané again inside the box. Getting that to a deep lane forward to Serge Gnabry. Will he get that? Klosterman this time gets that block good. Klosterman getting that. It is Bayern not talking. 76 minutes on the watch. 76 minutes on the watch. Now Bavarians are looking, making it big. We have to get that. 18 shots, 4 on target. We are building up. Olise with that cross header from Dyer takes that on the first post. But the ball is out for a goal kick. That is looking cooking. We have to get that third goal, my boy. We have got that. 2 goals come back so short and so quick in that span of time. We have to get that third goal. Zolt Low is that assistant. from Thomas Tuchel eras. He has been at Paris Saint-Germain. He has been at the likes of Chelsea. He has been previously at Bayern. Even for those assisting referees for Thomas Tuchel, it is a big foul. It is a big foul. Serge Gnabry has been fouled. It is now Campbell being given a yellow card, and the referee on the pitch, it is a yellow card being given. Felix Zoyer, the referee, now gives that yellow card. Number 44 Leipzig, Campbell getting that bad tackle to Konrad Lammer, now has given that yellow card. It is Campbell now getting that yellow card. A big one that is. That is a big one. Felix Zoyer talking about his referral decision so far in this game is doing good. Give your votes, guys. Give your votes. Harry Kane, will he get the trophy? But finally, the substitutions which Vincent Kompany so far has got into this game is looking talking. Vincent Kompany has got the perfect substitution, but still I would say Serge Gnabry would have been substituted rather than substituting Thomas Muller, the legend, from the pitch. That is what Vincent Kompany is not looking good. It is Koeman trying to make some moves, but it is a predictable move. I mean, all the likes of Kingsley Coman, all the likes of, it is Streamlabs which has started working. Oh my goodness, subscribe for more. Streamlabs has started working on my stream. My goodness, Bayern has scored those 2 goals equalizers, and Streamlabs now has suddenly started working on my stream. Streamlabs is saying it is true. Olise again. Olise is there. Will he make that shot? He gets that. It hits the first post. My goodness, how could you, my boy? It was correct. I think the flags were raised. I think Olise was nevertheless offside. Olise was offside, but that shot from Olise hits the far post. It is the Bayern players who are getting those big pain in their muscles because the 90 minutes which they are playing all across the season is not looking good to be happening. It is those 90 minutes where they have to be a bit clinical into those playing. Oh my God, it is those Streamlabs which has started working for my stream. My goodness. Streamlabs has started working on my chat section. Suddenly out of where, what has this happened? Streamlabs has suddenly started working on my live chat after those 2 goals equalizers which Bayern has got. It is Stanisic now getting that good interception on the pitch. Speeding high up. Look at that. Stanisic is going all single alone, passing that to Serge Gnabry. He passes that to Coman. What a baby shot. Kingsley Coman getting that on the 80th minute. How could you afford that, my boy? You are that forward talking in and you are missing those shots from inside the box. Look at that left foot. Oh my goodness. I want that 3rd goal, my boy. It is a block from Dyer now. Openda being tackled is down on the pitch. Felix Zoyer, the referee on the pitch, giving that a fair tackle for Eric Dyer. Travis the Gamer, how many points do we need to Bundesliga 1 or 3? We are 8 points ahead of Leverkusen and we need just a draw, 2 draw, 3 draw will get us comfortable. No denying the fact we are 8 points ahead of Leverkusen, whereas Leverkusen still has a game in hand and we have 2 more matches left in it. But this draw will just lead us to those 9 points. Look at that. We are on those 76 points. Leverkusen are on those 67 points. With this draw, we are 9 points ahead of Leverkusen. But Leverkusen still has a game in hand and we have 2 more fixtures. So out of those 3 matches, if we are going to get a win in this game, then it is definitely the Bundesliga is ours. If we are getting a draw and if Leverkusen are getting a draw as well on their upcoming fixtures tomorrow, then also the Bundesliga is ours. If today we are going to get a loss and if Leverkusen are also getting a loss, then also the Bundesliga is ours. Nevertheless, the Bundesliga is going to be ours, my boy. Bundesliga is going to be ours. No denying the fact. But I want a win in this game against Leipzig. That is what I want. The previous leg which I was having, look at that. It was 5-1 which happened. It was 5-1 which happened in the previous leg. Look at the screen. It was those shots which we take, 22-9 on target. But look at the goal scorers. It was Bambi, it was Lama, it was Kimmich, it was Sane, it was Fonsi. These were the 5 goal scorers. But out of that, we are not having Bambi for today's game. We are not having Fonsi. And in the timeline which we have, in the lineups which we are having for the first leg, look at that. It was this which we were having for that first leg at the Alliance. This was the thing which we were having. It was Peretz on the goalkeeping aspects, Meccano and Kim on the centre backs, Fonzi on the left backs, Lam on the right backs, Kimmich and Goretzka on the mid pitch, Olise, Bambi, Sane and Harry Kane. But we are having only Lama. It is Gnabry getting that into the box. He has passed that to Sane. Please net it, my boy. Leroy Sane has hit it. We are 3, my boy. Mia San, Mia. We have made that. Bundesliga is ours. We have made that. Bundesliga is coming home. The record Mister has made that. Mia San, Mia muscle memories growing. The scoreline now is 3-2. It is a comeback at the Bayern Arena, and we have done that. We have done that. 3-2 is the scoreline, and we are up claiming the Bundesliga. Harry Kane is winning the Bundesliga. Thomas Müller is winning the Bundesliga. Vincent Company is going to get the Bundesliga. We have made that good, my boy. Backmass, my boy, backmass. My goodness, it was some sort of breathtaking moments in the first leg. I mean, in the first half, we were down by 2 goals, and it is 3-2. God has given me the biggest pleasure this season, and it is red is the color, my boys. Look at that. Thomas Müller on the sidelines having that laugh with Vincent Company. 84 minutes on the watch, and the scoreline now is 3-2, and the Harry Kane curse is over for those haters. We have won that Bundesliga. Record Mister is going to make the clinch of the Bundesliga trophy. My goodness, I just yelled out, and all of my pain which was there in the previous season, Leverkusen getting those Bundesliga, and it was a 1 season drought for the record Mister, and Harry Kane was there in that season. This season also Harry Kane is there, and we have got that 3rd goal. It is Leroy Sane finally getting that. Oh my goodness, finally Leroy Sane has netted that. Leroy Sane has netted that. Can you just imagine? Leroy Sane has netted that. The winning goal has come in from the legs of Leroy Sane. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. It is the biggest comeback which Vincent Company at his stint at Bayern is claiming. Jonas Ubig so high up on the page gets that clearance. Don't get that. Concede that 3rd goal, my boy. Don't concede that 3rd goal. Don't concede that 3rd goal. Get those clearances. Get those clearances. Get those clearances. Don't concede that 3rd goal. Gertruda from Leipzig is for the substitution, and the likes of Netkovic is out of the pitch. It is Zolt Low making those substitutions. Pavlovic this time inside the box, get that clearance. My goodness, Leroy Sane has got that winning goal from his legs. I wasn't liking Leroy Sane for this season of those missed chances we were having. It was also the likes of Serge Gnabry. Not having those, because the likes of Koeman also missing that, but finally Leroy Sané has got the third goal and the winning goal. But the first goal coming in from Eric Dyer after just, it is a back pass from Leipzig. Leipzig are looking to somehow get that third goal. They are trying to get a clutch moment, but get those wings on attack, my boy. It is now Sané, it is Kimmich, it is Dyer, it is the likes of Stanisic, it is the likes of Lima. All are down. Pavlovic are also down. All inside the box. Not giving those spaces for Leipzig to be coming in. It is inside the box for Rom. Missed pass and the ball is off for a goal kick. 87 minutes, 11 seconds. Yes, comeback, Travis the Gamer. Yes, what a big comeback. It is the muscle memory we are talking. It is the record mister we are talking. It is that Mia San Miavit is talking. It is that back mass we are showing. 125 years of Bavaria, and we are claiming that Bundesliga trophy. Can you believe that? Can you believe that we are claiming that Bundesliga trophy? My goodness. Red is the color, my boys. Red is the color. It is Liverpool in the Premier League. The red is the color. And now with 2 matches in hand in the Bundesliga, Vincent Kompany with his first stint in the Bundesliga, and Harry Kane is going to claim that. It is also the poll which has been pinned on the chat. Harry Kane, will he get a trophy? I will play that stadium song for today as well. I will play that stadium song for today as well. I will play that stadium song for today as well. It is some sort of tackle coming in from Joshua Kimmich. Don't concede that third goal, my boy. Don't concede that third goal. Lost a man on the mid page, passing that. Rom passing it high up. Openda, back heel pass. Adara now chasing that. Kingsley Coman has a foul. Kingsley Coman has a foul on the pitch, but being denied. Kimmich this time. The game is looking so short of space on the mid pitch. You have to spread it, but it is a big foul to Kimmich on the mid pitch. Felix Zoya, the referee, now gives that a yellow card for that tackle. It is Kimmich time and again being tackled bad. Now Leipzig are showing their colors. They are just getting those tackles. This time it is Joshua Kimmich down on the pitch. Look at him. He has been fouled bad. He should be given a red card for that card. It should be a red card for that foul. Look at that ugly face of Zolt. So Zolt low on the sidelines managing RB Leipzig is now looking that sorrow face. It is going to be that because it is a comeback from Vincent Kompany, and it is a comeback from the Bavarians at the Bay Arena at the home of Leipzig. Harry Kane curse is gone. Yes, my boy, Harry Kane curse. What all those haters were saying that curse. It is the Bavarians who have got that curse out of from those English captain and the striker Harry Kane. Harry Kane is going to win the first trophy of his career, and that is going to be the Mia San Pina Bavarians going to clinch the Bundesliga. It is going to be huge. It is going to be huge. 90 minutes are up. 4 minutes of the added time, 4 minutes of those stoppage time for this Bundesliga round 32 to end. Kingsley Coman again on the corners. He has passed that, but it is a block. It is Weerman who has been given that yellow card, but it should have been a red card for that foul which happened to Joshua Kimmich. Harry Kane curse is definitely over, my boys. We have made that possible. It is the Bavarians who have made that possible. It is that 125 years of muscle memory which has made that possible. The curse of Harry Kane, what all were just rotating all across the media, is now up. It is a tight shut for them who were saying that to be happening. It is all the Bavarians who are making it big and claiming the Bundesliga trophy again. Record Mr. are making that happen. It is Rom again passing that on the mid pitch. Openda this time passing that. Clearance from Conrad Lama. 4 minutes of stoppage time, and into that 1 minute 40 seconds are already up. 4 minutes of stoppage time, and out of that 1 minute 40 seconds are up. It is Rom passing that to Kimmich. Good clearance from Goretzka. Goretzka on the mid pitch after that substitution Vincent Kompany made. It was definitely need of the hour, but still I'm saying Thomas Muller wasn't needed to be going for those substitutions. It was the likes of Serge Gnabry who needed to be substituted, and it was the likes of Coman coming in. This time, Vincent Kompany for this Bundesliga Round 32, a comeback that is a goal, comeback goal, and look at that, Harry Kane on the sidelines already standing high up in the first half. He was looking a bit of sad, being not able to play for today's game because he is on a suspension. But now he is down to the sidelines, and after this game, only 1.5 minutes left on those stoppage time. 1.5 minutes left in the stoppage time, and we will be witnessing Harry Kane to getting the hold of the Bundesliga trophy. But I think the Bundesliga trophy will be officially handed after those 34 fixtures of the Bundesliga. 2 more fixtures left for Bayern. 2 more fixtures. Nonetheless, whatever may be the result of those upcoming 2 fixtures in the Bundesliga, the Bavarians with 2 matches in hand in the Bundesliga are going to claim the Bundesliga trophy. That is what 124 years of muscle memory is playing that big high. Mia San Mia. It is wrong. Crossing that high up, Dyer getting that clearance good. Get those clearances, boy. Don't make those passes. Don't make those easy passes on the center backs. The win is going to be coming in just 30 more seconds. 93 minutes, 40 seconds on the watch. 20 more seconds left of that stoppage time. 20 seconds more. 20 seconds more. It is now Xavi Simons on the edge of the box. Oh my God, why are not having that clearance? Oh my goodness, it is a goal. It is a goal. Poulsen has got the 3rd goal. It is what still the hope is alive. My goodness, it is Poulsen who has got that goal. I was saying time and again, get that clearance, my boy, get that clearance, get that clearance. It was those passes which wasn't in the need of the hour to be making. Just 20 seconds for left, we would have been getting that win. It is a pass which happened to Coman. Coman missing that. It was Xavi Simons who passed that. Poulsen getting that, but was that offside from Poulsen? Was Poulsen offside into that? Let us have the repeat of that. It was Simon. No, Poulsen wasn't offside. Poulsen wasn't half side. It is Ubik who has conceded against Poulsen. It is Ubik who has conceded against Poulsen. How could you get that, my boy? How could you get that? Harry Kane still has to wait. 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 Stoppage time, 95 minutes, 30 seconds. All of that stoppage time are up. Felix Zoyer, the referee on the pitch, having some sort of talking with Joshua Kimmich. 3-3 is the score line. Leipzig has scored their 3rd goal. It was Bayern who got those comeback. It is a draw. It is a draw. It is a draw. It is a draw. 3-3 is the scoreline, and it is a draw. Still 2 matches. We have got that draw. We played that game which was needed. We got that lead of 3-2. This deal of the 24-25 season in the Bundesliga is still not up. This deal of the Bundesliga in the 2025 is still not up. Ooh. Still two more matches. We have to play those two more matches. This is a draw. We have got that 1 point into it. And we could have just made that third goal not happening, my boy. Rather, we could have just got that two goals not happening. But we played well. We played well. We played well. No denying the fact we played well. We definitely played well with so much of injuries, with so much of bad things happening. Hopes are still alive. We have to make that. Hopes are still alive, and two more matches we have to got playing into that. A draw is that what is needed. But what a comeback we had. What a comeback we had. It was 3-2. But somehow we could have evaded that third goal to be incoming. We could have evaded that third goal to be incoming. It is the birthday of Florian Wirtz, and still Leverkusen can expect that Bayern, if going to get two more losses, they are going to make that. It is Florian Wirtz. His birthday is today, and can we get the good news that Florian Wirtz is going to come at Bayern? Is Florian Wirtz the man going to be coming to Bayern? Damn, so close, but then also we couldn't make it. So close, but then also we couldn't make it. So close, but then also we couldn't make it. So close to it, but then also we couldn't make that thing happen. So close to that. It was so close. 3-2 was the scoreline. Look at that, 21 shots which we got in cultivated, but on a target of only 6. That is the forwards not doing the job proper, my boy. That is what you call the forwards not doing their job proper. 21 shots taken, 6 on target. It is those clinical finishings which we have been missing. It is those clinical finishings which we have been missing. And I'm time and again saying, I don't know how to justify this game, how this game ended like this, how to justify this game. Travis, the gamer, saying no. No for what, my boy? No for what? We played that good goal, good game for today. We got that comeback. No for what? We got that good comeback for today. 3-3 scoreline. We were down by 2 goals. Eric Dyer getting that goal. Olise getting that. Leroy Sané finally getting that third goal. I wasn't expecting anything to be incoming from Leroy Sané. No denying the fact. I am not expecting any goals, any sort of creativity, any sort of good things, any sort of playmaking coming in from Leroy Sané, from the likes of Coman, from the likes of Gnabry. Those three, I am keeping them as a stack of meat, as a piece of big chunk of meat to be doing the talking on the pitch. But then also Leroy Sané scored that third goal. I thought that it was from the legs of Leroy Sané we will be getting that third goal, and the winning goal. It hasn't happened. It hasn't happened. This hasn't yet happened. This deal is an unfinished deal, which is still going to be prevailing for the upcoming 2 matches. This deal of the Bundesliga is going to be prevailing in for those upcoming Bundesliga matches. But look at that, where Vincent Company was making it pathetic to be making that good. Look at this. Look at this. The numbers are doing the talking. The numbers are doing the talking over here. Look at that. If we go from the I mean, the last goal which happened from Poulsen, this could have been just avoided. This could have been just avoided. Look at the shots inside the box which Leipzig has got. We have just given them those clean opportunities of getting those 3 goals. This part of the map, look at it. It is the red dots which are just saying those shots which were taken by Leipzig. 38% is the red part, which they are having the possession, 62% from Bayern. Expected goals, look at that, 1.56 xg expected goals for Bayern in this game. 1.5 of xg is huge. Then also we are getting those 3 goals and those equalizers, where Leipzig with 0.9, that is at par to getting those 3 goals. 0.9 of those expected goals. This match just was moving like a hurricane or a tornado on the pitch, and things were looking just moving upside down. Things were looking much upside down. But look at these shots, the red dots. This Poulsen got this shot from inside the box. It could have been avoided. Coman just not getting the good first touch of it. He could have just got that clearance. 20 more seconds left into that, but still going with those creativity on the mid pitch. Coman losing it, whereas it was the pass from Goretzka which happened. It was Xavi Simons getting that on those counters and passing to Poulsen. It was the same goal which happened the way we considered against the Real Madrid in those Champions League fixtures in the previous season. Those far post on those centre backs was where we were just not getting those good defensive aspects. Look at that shot. It was Haidara in 2 minutes inside the box. It was the likes of Klosterman getting those headers. These are the 3 goals which were looking so close. Big chances to be talking. But Leipzig getting 5 big chances. That is also the injuries of the centre backs and the non-performance of those forwards. Both of this is looking bad. Both of this. I mean, Leipzig only getting 4 shots inside the box. It is Openda on those 47 minutes for the first half. Poulsen, this was the last goal. It was Klosterman on those 39 minutes. It was Haidara, but this goal was blocked by Ubik. But what can Ubik do when you are having that centre back of Eric Dyer and Stanisic on those? Tackles were not looking good, but somehow with those injuries we played well. No denying the fact we played our best game for today. We definitely gave our whole of it. But let me bring more stats into this. Look at that. What the black dots are looking over here. The black dots over here. Look at inside the box. We got so many shots. It was Lama, 69th minute. It was the likes of Gnabry on those 40th minute. It was the likes of Thomas Muller, 38th minute. Pavlovic, 38th minute. So many shots. Olise inside the box. Muller again inside the box. Coman inside the box. Sane inside the box. So many. Olise again. Look at those dots. Gnabry over here. Many chances were there inside the box, but our clinical finishings from the likes of Gnabry. I mean, let's just move to the first part of the minutes where the games were played. Look at that. It is 2 minutes Haidara. It is Leipzig, 5 minutes again. Look at that. Gnabry got 1 shot. It is Sane with 1. Olise with 1. Count the numbers, boys. Count the numbers. Sane, Gnabry, Olise, 1 shots each. Thomas Muller now with 2 shots. Olise now with 2. Gnabry now 2. Gnabry now 3. Olise now 3. So Olise and Gnabry now with 3 shots. And 3 each. And it is the likes of Sane with 1. Olise again, 4 shots. Coman 1. Coman 2. Sane 4 shots. Poulsen, Haidara. So it is Sane who has got 4 shots. It is Olise who has got 4 shots. It is the likes of Gnabry who has got 3 shots. Thomas Muller with 2 shots. Forwards are not doing the talking we need to be doing, my boy. Forwards are not doing the proper talking. It is those 20 shots which we took for today. Look at that, 20 shots, 6 on target, and out of those 20 shots, look at that, 1, 2. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Out of those 20 shots, we took 13 shots from inside the box. Look at that. Inside the box shots, where is that stat? I just now counted it. It is those 13 shots from inside the box which we have taken. And total shots 20. Out of those 13 shots inside the box, only 6 on target. And Lama, it was outside the box. This one, Goretzka, outside the box. Koeman, it was on the edge of the box. It was Olise again on the edge of the box. This was Sacha-Boey on the edge of the box. Kimmich, it was too wide of the box to be taking a shot. Out of those total 20 shots, 13 shots were taken from inside the box. And out of that, 6. Only 6? How can you afford that? How can you afford that? But we played well, my boys. It is the mentality which is only talking. It is the mentality which is only talking. But the hard work is not getting the fruit which is needed. The hard work is not getting the fruit. It is not bearing that fruit which is needed. It is not bearing that fruit which is needed. In the lineups, look at that. Xavi Simons was good. He provided those 2 assists. It is Sesko doing that goal he got. Klosterman from nowhere, he got that goal. It is that left part of the pitch where Leipzig prevailed because it was the experience of David Raum. Xavi Simons still has that 22 years of age to be talking, but he did the work. He did the work. It was Olise who was a bit struggling. I don't know. I mean, if this way we are going to be playing with so much of the injuries, I won't be denying to just say that one day we will be expecting that Mikel Olise, so fresh and so new this season he is at the Bayern, he will be also getting those injuries. He will be also getting those injuries. If this way 90 minutes all across the competition, all across the matches we are playing like that, we can't get any more injuries, 2 matches in hand. And to talking about the right part of the page, I don't know what this weird Sacha-Boey at times does. Sacha-Boey at time, what he does, what type of weird haircut he is having at times. I don't know what Sacha-Boey is in cultivating and what is Vincent Kompany cooking from him. Sacha-Boey, we just can't afford to keep him. Sacha-Boey, we just can't afford to keep him on the pitch. Eric Dyer, no denying the fact, is a slow defender, and this season he is leaving us. But then also, I would say Eric Dyer did some good aspects to be talking. Jonas Ubik, young goalkeeper on the squad, but not getting those good saves. But he has saves. He has got saves even. He has got saves. But what can he do when all the things are getting bombarded to him? Stanisic was not looking that perfect, but at times he was looking for those clearances. I mean, pairing of Stanisic and Eric Dyer, I won't consider this as the pairing which Bayern could have afforded. It is Bayern who are playing with the centre backs of Eric Dyer and Stanisic. If it would have been a different team, any world-class elite team in those centre backs, they would have got more disastrous results. They would have got more disastrous results. Konrad Laimer, again, how can you expect a player to be playing 90 minutes all across the season? I mean, all his injuries, all his muscles are getting torn up. Pavlovic, not that excellent. He is young. He is doing that decent. Thomas Muller, not getting those play time, didn't performing that well. Serge Gnabry, big piece of meat in the squad. I don't know what he is looking. I mean, what position is he preferring to play, or he is just relying on those injuries which Bayern is having, and he is getting those playtime in his bag. That is what is happening. From the likes of Leipzig, Rom was decent. The likes of Openda, but Sesko, Simons, and Rom, that part of the left part of the pitch, just got those bombarded only because of this Sacha Boy and the likes of Eric Dyer pairing. Rather, I would have played with three centre backs. It was the likes of Goretzka, it was the likes of Eric Dyer and Stanisic, and keeping Lama on the pitch. But time and again, Vincent Company would say that yes, we have got those equalizers, we have made that happen, we have done this, we have done that, blah blah blah. We are going to get the Bundesliga, but the team is not talking. The team is not talking. We need those transfers to be incoming. We need those transfers to be incoming. Definitely, we need those transfers to be incoming. If that is the talking we are having, we need those transfers to be talking. Bundesliga is still not ours, my boy. Bundesliga is still not ours. We have to get two more upcoming fixtures and we have to play that. And looking at the fixtures of Bayern, look at that. Look at that. It is the fixtures where we are having up. It is the likes of Borussia Mönchengladbach, it is the likes of Hoffenheim. These are the two fixtures we are having. After that, it is Auckland City in those FIFA World Cup. It is Boca Juniors and it is Benfica, the group which we are having in the FIFA Club World Cup. It will be starting after those Nations Leagues, June 15th, June 21, June 25. But after those, May 17th and June 15th, in between, we are having those Nations League for the Demon Shaft to be coming in for Julian Nagelsmann's team. That is where we have to be great critical. If we are getting more injuries over there, we have to get those big numbers talking. The depth of the squad we need to be talking. Whereas there is that upcoming fixture, Borussia Dortmund against the likes of Wolfsburg. Will Borussia Dortmund be making that? Will Borussia Dortmund be making that to the Champions League next season is also the aspect we will be having. Look at that. It is the Bundesliga table over here, a detailed one. It is 32 matches, 2 more in hand, and it is 9 points ahead of Leverkusen. But Leverkusen still has a fixture. It is against the likes of Freiburg, where Leverkusen will be playing tomorrow. It is the likes of Freiburg where Leverkusen will be playing that tomorrow. And to talk about Freiburg, look at that. Freiburg are so down in those points. Where is that? I mean, my mistake. Freiburg are at the 4th spot. Oh my goodness. But Freiburg has got 51 points, Leverkusen with 67. Frankfurt has a game, 55, way down on the 3rd spot. And now look at that. Bayern, we have considered 32 goals. We have scored 93. No denying the fact, with 2 more matches, can we make those 100 goals to be talking? Can we make those 7 more goals against the likes of Borussia Mönchengladbach? Can we get that? Against the likes of Hoffenheim, can we make that? Because it is the likes of Hoffenheim who are at the 16th spot, Borussia Mönchengladbach are on the 9th spot. That is the numbers talking in the Bundesliga table. Can we make 7 more goals and score 100 goals in a season? That will be the fact to watch. But Leverkusen 9 points behind with 3 more games. If they are getting 9 points, they will be reaching 76. That is what Leverkusen has 3 games in hand, and with 3 wins, they will be getting those 76. We need a draw. That is what. Out of those 2 games, we need a draw to be incoming. That is what we want to be having. That is what we want to be having. Still, the trophy is not ours. Still, the trophy is not ours. Still, the Bundesliga is not ours. And what we need to be doing is that we need to be talking this transfer happening. Florian Wirtz, we need to be him incoming into the squad. And with the likes of Serge Gnabry, Leroy Sané, Kingsley Coman, things are not happening. We need to be making those. And on the mid pitch also, we need some sort of reinforcements, either the likes of Pavlovic or it is the likes of some sort of Palhina movements. Nothing is looking happening apart from Joshua Kimmich. And on the centre backs also, I don't know how we are going to survive with Eric Dyer going out, and it is only the likes of Stanisic who is be staying. Will it be the pairing of Goretzka and Stanisic? Big worries will that be. Big worries will that be. Bayern is looking in a disaster the next season if with such big injuries are going to be staying. If with such big injuries, if it is going to be staying, it is looking like a big piece of worry which is coming. Look at the list of injuries over here. Look at the list of injuries which Bayern are having. Look at this huge list. Min Jae Kim injured. I don't want to see him again back at Bayern. Rafael Guerrero is also injured. It is a minor one. Min Jae Kim up to mid-July, not available. Davis, long-term injury. Died Upamecano. June, Hiroki Ito. Again, I mean, what is wrong with Ito? Whenever he is coming in, making those performances, he's again going back to those injuries. Sometimes it is a fracture, sometimes it is some sort of injuries. Bookman again, he is injured. Bambi is also injured, but he will be back late this month. Harry Kane is on a suspension, so we will get Harry Kane back, Bambi back this month. David Upamecano in the month of June early, we can expect. Apart from that, Rafael Guerrero will be back. I mean, Min Jae Kim, Davis, Ito, 3, Bookman 4. 4 injuries will be persistent. 4 injuries will be persistent. After the end of this month, 4 injuries will be persistent enough. And the next month, in the month of June 17th, 19th, we will be getting those FIFA World Cup. How is that going to be? How is that going to be making it good? How is that going to be making it that good? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And this is the end of the Bundesliga watch-along. We are having the matches of Borussia Dortmund and Wolfsburg. Borussia Dortmund under the mentorship of Niko Kovac. Will they be making that big or not is the aspect. It is the likes of Leverkusen against Freiburg also happening tomorrow. But late at night, it is the likes of Inter against the likes of Verona in the Serie A round 35, and late at night it is the La Liga Real Valladolid against Barcelona, but we will not be having the watch along of that. And tomorrow we are having the watch along of the likes of Real Madrid going on against in the La Liga. It is Madrid at home of the Santiago Bernabeu will be facing Celta Vigo. This will be the match we will be having the watch along, and late at night tomorrow it was the likes of Chelsea and Liverpool where we will be having the watch along. The next watch along which we will be having is the likes of La Liga. It is tomorrow Real Madrid against Celta Vigo, and tomorrow again it is the Premier League late matches between Chelsea and Liverpool. These are the 2 matches which we will be having the watch along. And on Mondays, we will be having those UEFA Champions League predictions for the second leg. What is that going to be? Barcelona against Inter Milan, a big clash. And also the likes of Arsenal against the likes of PSG. Will Arsenal be making that good at the reverse leg at Parc des Princes? Or will it be the likes of Barcelona performing the same way where they got those comebacks? But it will be at San Siro, their away leg at the home of Inter. We will be having on Monday the vlog section. We will be having the predictions of that and all those compilations of this weekend matches which we had those watch alongs. But for tomorrow, it will be the likes of 2 matches where we will be having. It is the likes of Real Madrid and Celta Vigo for the La Liga clash. Today it is late at night, Real Valladolid and Barcelona, but this game, Valladolid and Barcelona, we will be not having the watch along. Rather, we will be having the watch along of Real Madrid and Celta Vigo for this game. Last few matches of Carlo Ancelotti, we will be having that. Ancelotti was previously associated with Bayern as well. And in the Premier League, we will be having the watch-along of Chelsea and Liverpool. These are the two upcoming watch-alongs we'll be having. The playlist has been created and you can watch it from there. All from my end, and I will just end the stream. But Harry Kane and his glory, 2 matches in hand, still we need a draw. We don't need a win. Bayern doesn't need a win, but Bayern needs a draw in 2 matches to get the Bundesliga back home. And Harry Kane, still, will he get that trophy or not? It is. But for today's stream, the Streamlabs has somewhat started, and it has started working on my chat section. I will try to work on that Streamlabs so your chats can come over here on the screen. I will be working on that. So yes, good night. Mia and Mia, great mentality, great muscle memory. We made that. Pack mass, we did that. But unfortunately, still the glory is not yet home. We need that single draw out of those 2 upcoming fixtures. Borussia Mönchengladbach and Hoffenheim, the 2 fixtures which Bayern are left in the Bundesliga, round 33 and round 34. We will get it. The Bundesliga is definitely coming home, and it will be Harry Kane who will be playing that game and getting the hold of the trophy. That is what we want. That is what we want. Keep goaling, my boys. Keep goaling. Mia and Mia, Packmas. Red is the color. Bavarians, go it big. Record Mr. making that big. Bye-bye.